said the ya bema ekodi agro wa goprama so na ne namu tumi buo no saa so na adwen so betimi abu we na me ma akwa aba Adom TV ye frame me Apostle Dr. Nita Kotego me ma akwa aba ma aha ana achi ana adwo ba bia wo hemi biara ye one obi wo wa memma timi famu a emma ha wona adwene enyina so na sabita brother echia kakra emrantie ye frame young men so who adolescent age and a teenager ya na we confused kakra na wo pre apenioma adwuma mu awade sika na we nyina no your friend a critical period in your life na wan hwe ne yi a ebe wo so wadwene sika pe adesua wakwa exams awawe ye huru wo no wafade simple wo pe sika wanya bie ebetimi aha wadwene kakra ebi o me fe bi pressure oh pressure pa you say na pressure dey anya ne epia wo the pressure is related to your lack of a knowledge of your real identity bebre eni mo nipa wo yo bebre eni said e bo wo sad nyoma no etimi ebre wadwena ase. One of the cardinal problems we face in the world is our inability to understand who we are, to have a real identity of ourselves. Because oh yeah, I say me, if I'm in Richmond, me di kwadwo, there be new dinner me bisa, wo ye hwan. Sa suban na to da bia e ma ye to sin to ba ha. E fe so namfo epia e ka na potoka sem peer pressure. Ye economy bi, ye kotwe bi, ye kopem ma bi. Wan hwe wachi. Wan hwe bia free ba. Itimi e di oha brewo. E na fe so nkitahodie e bia wade mu nkitahodie. Be me wo ha okoso oba pa enye yie etimi ede adwene tosin efe woni a woya adwuma oba bia fe no high stress occupations meka nwomtofo wo meka sojafo meka doctorfo nursefo meka woni adwuma bank meka na maka biom se bema bia okopesika ba fie anapa kitikiti ugo through stress na ye nkyira kwa befa so abre wo stress ano da bia na wadwene no ayese mahin na edi akonyaba kakra ebetosin betobaha. Demands are made on our lives. We are bound to face challenges and threats. However, after going through all that, we need to find a way to calm our nerves. Bayana ye nyamre enna, nyamre enya home, nyamre enni nkomo papa na debia no emaya adwene mu etosin. Efeso yade we bi wo hon so etimi ba ya abrabom ebia wo nyi no na yare ni ne ho. Unyi na akọ hospital abodin bi edini ehu untimi da na o yama hyew ebetimi ama wadwum atosin ebia wo makora oni ontra he bebre agya hokọ bemei wo manokọ a no nche so abrabo abawie na ama wato ba ha wo mai kwa ye mfiu na so wato ba ha empu abusu a wo firimu. If there's a family history of mental health disorders, your friend hereditary ebetimi ama onya adwemu yare nanso enda so ho the can say one kasa wo composure abrabo mu. You need to recognize when you are facing a problem. Edma ye na edine edma ye na ni de anyim won you on dia akoniaba no sabe won fa ni die ma ho. You need to name the problems you face and recognize that you are not a machine but a human being with a brain and tissues that are liable to degeneration. Wa braba obo enya hunu se wo nipa wo be ma no je sebe mpanifo se be ma nsu wan na ka kire wo ana se be ma ko ha mu a ona adi se ha no enye ne sada be ma wo ko ha mu a da na di be ma su pa o ha bi to a entra wa tenka so bomodian na da na di na obi hu na omwa o moma yenya se mema de ye mema ye bibia ha ye jai. You don't need to be breaking bema bi du bia na ase otoba ha but ese hunu se wo nipa die ene be nyaw ne be nkoyie abraba wo bo ntora bia be chia ntora bia de tra na wai e bia be bu atofom wo ye nipa yitu se ne o ye na anya yie na hunu se ye wo nipa betimi akoda no na wa hye nkwan ama empo de afutupa ato wadwene so menu aba mai na wabrabo edimu we say we mema bebre na edi yawo so yentimi nka isanse ye fede se koka beka say emre nye sa na dem me show kutupa ahye kan say asem bia o abrabom bia no woni obi susu ho na se de tie bia no obenya no aduro me nua bema ana me nua ba ha na me gya wo me da se onya mre hwe me na nea me di gya wo no say talk about mental health in men me mamu yen kai adwini mu apomodi ho asem ebeboa yen ha na me gya wo na me de na ase akoma Richmond me de na ase akoma empo egya wo ba Frimpong egya wo be Kampadu na mada Isaac ena Ronald ena Thomas ase na masa akọ MCR flow management ena lighting fo nyina kese mema ne ma wo boaye madwumadie ba wo fie mo wa Adom TV de onyame nhire obiara wa onyamre hwe me ne de meka ne se onyame ma wa adwene abetimi da bobura na baba koso aye edimu onyame entina
Mwachi BM Samuel kwa Badom TV Badwam dwumadie so yeda Apostle Dr. Nita Kutegwase eni nkwanhyensem de adu so no Badwam kase de obetie wo mu bi ni Director of Corporate Affairs wo Zoom Lion Ghana Limited ema osaidua nokre bi anim se aban atwa mo contract mu adwuma no wo no mo awie o mo mra na aso eno mo renew eno ne nsem bi na no pay yede bro Adom TV Badwam kase a wo share live on Facebook / Adom TV Extra Go TV 119 DSTV 280 uko YouTube search Adom TV 2 kwa adomonline.com ensem weni nsem bebre ewo ho Medama Joy Trish ase ntade ba ko ene hyemi uko Facebook ni Instagram ho akopenta de kama bi a share the links nso ebesisi utiri ho kama ma no ono so of Instagram uko ho a ubenya bi bididi afia amankwa tamaklo afia ni diemiente said and some chemo ankasa etie Director of Corporate Affairs Zoom Lion Ghana Limited Emma Osaidua ene wose no krabia ni won semene nam social no so ne monten a kire se abanye ene Zoom Lion ayonkofo no contract no won motwem osenye sa enete
Emma Osaidua nsami etudwa ewo krata efiri mampani aso ye bae na ano eba nsentwere ni manasa azure awoni nchen ya ebe kire se contract ya eda Ghana ban ene Zoom Lion Ghana Limited ntam no nyaade a mo ebesan ahyemo kena biem anu mu ene wo kire se ensamo a eba ya amanfo bi ede namo se aban etwa Zoom Lion contract mu no enyaade a ye no kore da free se edikan no aban ene Zoom Lion eni contract sabre ya ye kasa impo no akwakotwam nemo wo mo de o maye krado se ebre biara aban be bie won ato se obi emra mepre contract ho no wonso obekọ akopre wonti na yeye ma wona wonsa ka wotumi ayedwumaden e de aboa o man
no contract no ye sha se 2006 no enfie mienu bia yesesem nti 2019 one phrase say amanfo nso mfa bid mra ene ye nyina obi ade koye ena enam ye modemmo mfidi a yewo set tumi adwuma ne ye nti mpanifo hwe no msa ede ma yen ena ya na March a etwa mu 2024 ena contract ne ba wie nti ye beba wie ya afenu a mo hwe contract no so no ba akotimi de kose e beba wie ye nti hwe ho yie na ne ho ne aka ti ya tworo ko se e beba wie ye den no mso e ba wie ya o mbetwem abusumi nsia ama ye nti September etwa mu ena e ba wie nti contract ye ni contract bia wo wa yi
eno achi nsentwere ni huntahuno manase azure ya woni enso ede tudwa se ehu kura enhia se aban ede contract be madwumakuo bi se wonum nkɔhwɛ mo manfo mprapra krom firi se assembly bedwakwa hodo ɛwɔ mamu no wonum ahoɔden ɛwɔ tumi ya wometumi de ahwɛ se wɔn potem bɛtie se aban ɛso wɔ nasena
oye nhia contract bia se ede mo obi si ompra obi ode sa contract no ebe ma company bi na chese nipa no ye kromfo ana sebe na adwumu kan kakra because evidence ewo ho say assemblies no otumi ana so mo ahoɔden say won betimi ahwa ma enkrofo apra
Yento so na ashenkafo ni adehye ya wo mo gomua budumbram ene gomua apra ene de obi nko obi ma ni nyina no ejina se ne ekwan na wo so won fa so no yesisi adan wo so ye de nioma hodo asisi kwan ti no amo akwaba die wo sa kwan no so aye den de ama won ni Adom kase edi nkomoyi
Sotini a eda gomwa budumburam ebura faso ama manfo etimpotem ho no mode wani atutu aka wonsem eno da nchen a ekwan a efiri gomwa apra ekọ budumburam no so emu achemienu sesei adesuafo esese wonum ekọ school no enadwo yi wantumi anko school wonum wansu yetu wonum afiri wonfie no ede adesrede ato gomwa ismansini no wonum ra hyebedwani ene mampanyi dondramani mahama nim se ome wonum emwa
nipa na o si dan go babia ensuo fa no onyai ayesa mo bebubu no na dmofo ba ha ne da nyame ne nkwasa ye enti no ombla no mbaye bibi ho
be homeless baby I'm more than 10 residents now homeless because of sabridge joy mo hwe film mo ye wa ha aban panifo nsa hyase road minister on man homene so na ya na ye to aban mo mbaye panifo okrom ha
menti o aye filling station aye dey esi on tinsuo no kra nya baby nye dey enko what you say okwan no mukra ni ka aye dey ka akwa ntumi mba nti ade say ya na direct cars na aye dey omuba esi aye ntumi nye adwuma
Emmanuel Dogbe aye assemblyman e wo Budumbura electoral area akire mu se tebia wonum wo mu okrum honom no enye ya ne senti ehu behia sempanifo e ba beboa wonum
han pa especially omo Budumbura ma omo use this stretch I call Apra and this whole community I flooded say kwan no mu ache mienu nsuo agi afa nti unam krapo a na usuro de ehia mekrapo ye student aya omo cross ediko nti animanimi ya mesre aban se aban embrem mesre district embrem na emergency we bi ombetumi aye na ometumi aso ano no na mo nso ano.
Electricity Company of Ghana, Accra East, na nei adan awodo be 400. Woma disconnect no ewo Kweman na ni nyina ne say illegal connection na dodo no awon mo aye na Revenue Protection Manager wa Accra East Eunice Nanajimai ensem odi tudwa eni.
Electricity Company of Ghana Accra East enam womo revenue mobilization exercise womo abepimo ewo Rehoboth housing estate bi ewo Kweman na bra womo ebeduru ho no womanfo a womo tete adan mu ewo saa estate ni mu no dodo na womo aye illegal connection wo hwe adan ye wo ho a adan ye bro 400 abradum news in central for ekopie mu ho no yehu se electrician fo a womo eye adwuma ewo adan ni bi mu no womo nso ede illegal connection bi ewura pipe mu ede asoso enyinima hodin mu bi ede ye adwuma na mpenifo ewo ECG agi ni nina egu womo ehyen eto baby a migine eye pola enhomai ene connect ede call estate ho no enti no openi a ono ewo police no o disconnect nhoma no na anadwi de womu nina ebeda sumu na womo ede womo nkrata akọ Accra East ECG form penifo enim Revenue Protection Manager Emma Accra East ECG Eunice Nana Ajimai oni Adom News
just electricity na womu use no emfa meter no womu use ni free enti yaba disconnect womu na yamom krata illegal connection notice ya de ma developer no say Umbra office Umbra na officially apply for meters for all these houses afisu yebema no recovery electricity na omo use na womu ntua ye no yebema om recovery na womu atua ye de asam no beko ye legal department na womu taking up
onipa baako no eti estate ni mu eba se wono de wompene so kra se ECG fo ebekotwa enyinima hodin mu esanse wono de wo mita wo kira mpenifo wo estate wono e de ato won anim se woma womu ni mita no womu ni ECG fo akodi hu nkomo woma hwe ni maaye.
So if ECG wants to be proactive and do the right thing, move house to house and disconnect the ones that are not on the grid.
Bidin at the Prince Wusu Esiedu Adom News.
Adom TV Badwam Kasia na Oguso Shano na founder and executive director Mass Street Children's Employment Foundation. Ora Paul Seme. Wade to Ghana for nyina anim si yensu ni emban wo yensu ho no yensesa. Yensu na no a na kwa akobosu bontin no mo na ada no yensu a ma Ghana water aso ne so de abreye nti se bia wo ye niam bia ensem fata no hunsunsu aso no beba yenso. Ebra so se wo se yehwe yensu ahodo esuye.
Paul Seme, a founder and executive director with the Street Children's Employment Foundation ano. Achiremu se esese Ghana fo United who si wono muso bobo Ghana hanom ensu ahodo wa hanom nyina eho ban. Na wagya ise wotutu wura egu gatesimu esan se ewura yi ema gatesini mu si. Na wie akire nsu ane nyina beboaboa no akwa kugu epumu. Be wie akire no na epuni mu nsu mu nam nyina ewu.
Nsuo ya ade a eye titiru eno nka ho a ewiase mbuenu mu yentimi ntena ha yehwe abode mu kra ewade ne ka sere nsuo so ma ye asase ne ntena so na ye nyina timi nya bebe tena ye but na we anipa ene nsuo etena no enye nwura plastics ye fini nyoma na ye di gu ye gates ni nyina eye nsuo kwan nti ni nyina kogu nsuo a ewo bebia ye num no Ghana water complaining ni nyina fagates no akopia pumu se ye chi nama ye chi nwura sen enama ye chi ana se nsuo so to a mo se na nsuo yiri aba na akokɔ efiem because nsuo de ontimi ne nko. Executive
Director woda Nature Foundation ano Peter Siedu enso de ato aban animu se
Ghana ye papa penny Dramani Mahama ansa wo be fi so akono mame law ba kopɛ waste segregation at source. Said that ye be ye remu, ewo fiemu, ewo jumemu, ewo sorry mu, ewo baby or biano. Minu kind Sweden import waste. Yes, importation na omoto waste if he and crime manso. 800,000 tons of waste no moto fi UK. In Ghana no ye bola no yesika. Na de ebe man na yesika na say ye be yimu kakran na bibia ebe call ni kwan so. Na yankase enwura no maye yare na mbonu enwura no ebe maye ahoto a edisika ebe breye
ede abe kase hu ni sura be hye na nanu atrankonya ye wo adanse ni nyina ne sa adanse hene opagya kotwre bonsrefri otosumienu adanse ehene ene nei emabunu bi ato hye no so na wonmu ekiremu a na niema bi koso wo asase ebi eso wo mgidi ye se Sems Exploration mining company no one more edienti afutuo na ekose woncho wo hu firi ho ne ade na nato ne nsafre wo mo ene enkomodie koso emesantere wo mutiri mu to obi hunu se sa mabunu kro no ana akoto ahye na naso abro no ana asese de tie na di hu ni sura bakru nim kase eto so
Nana kusi anuwuo eya danseman achi amehene wo kasa wo bonsrafi ya hemfie e wo fomena ene wodi tu dwa se esan se de mrantie bi etu fom agudie ewo Sems Exploration ye adwumaku a wonum etu fom agudie asase so ewo akwasiwuram ye wa danse asokwa mensini mu asante mantem mu honum nanti ensem apie wo mu no ama ede ehu ni ayamhyehye ena aba beto manfo so Nesenti wasra polisifo si wontu sa asem no ho anamo.
Safre district commander se ewa adansem ha nyina senke ne omomra bi nanka ye de tudwa adwunkyire bi ha o ma kire nso o ma nya ho ama. Nti baako aba ye adansem of commander no waba. Nti se ye de asem nyina ekoda no. Enna ye tire ye se sa asem si ye na che no kopie so. Nti ya de tuna nima ono na betima mai akwankyere ekwan a aban mra betimi aso wo mu
DSP Samson Wunyi Mumuni eyadanse fomena mensini no police commander akire mu se
eyampa se mrentie be more than 150 eco blockade na nafie echi the whole street of Hwemwase ti etintie no yerashi ko na yekoboard na ho ban solve the situation na the way forward is to look for Omana omuye sana. No mudoso adeso asa. We want to take our time na ya nye omubi. They have to be arrested because in the world or in the country bebi ni hwa mrente bitimi akoye sama omanhini. There's no law like that. Nti omuntimi mfa mra ne nhye omunsa. Nti yeguso ebe ya arrest. Ya arrest nso a edombeko fa mra kwan so.
Maminya no so na Adom TV Badwam kase na ha na be makwan na yedesi yeda semra ne adaje wadawo matwen ye woda bonkrata no ene Adom online stories no ho a yede to so yekwaba jeda se yemo akwa ba bi emra Adom TV Badwam dwumadie yi so yeda se papa pa kesepa no nkoma de obo ye na owen ye anadwo de suo mu no akra ye mfiri ye mfiefie ahodo mu de abeduro na wonso ohwe osodo akọ ede wa basum jim yeda na se Ensiana nke bedini eda na se se na taban kese no ode ebutu yen so te se akokọ a obutu ne ma eso eda na se sorry wada na se de so ma remfi wate ebia me ka kire se wo de no mpo wo ya wo pese nipa ne da wase how much more de wa ma ho me kwa be oni so yes ya disconnecting growth se nyame se ho me no utu ya no wantu ya wo disconnect ya wo ye hwan unye obi a ntimesrew o sorry a aseda pe erade meda ase meni mabusua no mefiefo so amade a che eye enough to onhwo so mfa nkomra na bibia nye poko meni owura sante da ko ne gina ha no pay ti radio fosu 97.1 ye chiamo eni obi bia ye mofra no guso tro adumura ne nti ene so mo de bewie nkunimdie mu na ochena ya crown ni nyina kama nkunimdie mu na mo wie nso nkunimdie abotire ebebo won erade nhwema ne ma emreda ti mo nkoso mo nyire mo ho emehu bi ama yire ho last minute ya na mo ye mo style bi emiye nyusu as a scapegoat na yire ho ye ora sante da ko mu achen Elikem Tamaklo, good morning. O papa ba en wo ye no koso aye na Elikem mosre osi we na o ye ya na ni je ho pa
e me na me bobo kala
Elikem the big man
Elikem big man ba we want to be big we need beduane ye big Elikem chiao o papa ba je de wo nya replacement wa no wo ma bobo kala ma ye adwuma na ma osa ye che obi amejo so o wa efe yie ye che afofo ye chira voter region for ye chira framantem infimantem mantem awodo nyina ye che obi a ya chia ba chia greater akrafo nyina olugano twabe nkrabra bode ma medwene me ho olu papa bi e o ye je bi e wo yo we ne kwabna e de waki kan yo ma sie bi o misro enshada nyi obi bone tio enshada o de boapayom wa sheda power ni pe ukudi ne o wa sheda onye ohwe onkan wasem omma waba so omma ohiem wa sheda bo tirimu pose ukudi ni pa bone enshada kura wako ya fro aba mpanyimfo nim na hu kwabna sanze aksema wo ka ato kwabna sanze so mpanyimfo nim so nim se nje unim se onye hwe unim ifa asem no kombuza ko unim hunim die bia so wo force akadi bia to so because wa adwene mu no upiana shegatem Dabi, enshada. O shada tutama anamono. Wani beba o hosono na ayese fonsa. E de se nipa nsa. Tibriba da o wi fonsa ntina ben fonse. O wi fonsa no wa yede, no wa ya hwe yi bi se. Wa hwe yi a o ba wi afra wonsa. Tu de wo se wo kosei kwabena. E be wi echi no. O yemba, wo ankasa, o de hie bi, wo de pa bi na wo se no. Timisre anope de nyina ye nantim pepepe enhyada nkose obi hyada nkudi adanse krumu hyada mfa ntwato so obi enhyada nse obi adwuma obi awade obi asra anope se obom pae so obi awade beguen kwa obefa so ma awade na gu eno ana obom pae nipa na adwuma be sei eno ana obom pae enhyada nyesa timisira wade bi a wo hyada ye no wo ye deliberate on no boapayomu no di nke enye positive si o boapayo mu sheda boa wankasa ho na wakase ade we de mema akwada yatime twa nso hwe mema nipa enye adwuma we aye mema we yatime atukwan mema we anya awade pa mema we agina brane no watime sika hwa nipa generations after and no year deliberate eye boapayo papa no sheda Christopher Israel ni ma onu mo wo twa de yem na the church nkonya be 6 no asa ko wia. Have you ever seen what was Israel say that?
Ose.
What was Israel church that?
Minyanko.
Hey, na no da be.
Na wa ko de bia ko obo.
Obo bo afori na me ko ye. Who say bibia da no, oji achi ye na ma chire, mu tu sie na ma chire. Ti afori bo no mu na me ko hu say so for mama. Mama kai fa.
Oh, ko baby ya.
Ya chiobia, ya shaje ni nkomo. Ya chiobia, mama chiobia na unim. O sa na pa na wan yire ho.
Ye ni nkomo de to aso na.
Koso.
Also last week na ni ye di nkomo about nkura na da be no.
Yeah, I can't for now you mean you akeka
na neme ko hu write up bi wo Facebook na me sure say nipa na ocho teacher ni
okay
o se wo de to awofo no manim na ye ma na wo senior high school no omo nko dining hall teacher ni miss school so no adan ya omo wale wo school no mo enti nkura no fere so obekọ akodidi nanso nipa na ocho ye no o kire se nanuane na ye wo senior high school no eye untime nka se wo enye ntimi ni yesi empene mu odin ma ne mema ni nyina so fere na se we enye news
news just on say ade bia no ebeye news bra ne mpempen so no kwa na ekwanti
je so o boy ti no onidi no na mo no watwe fia no bo yare na ulcer nti wo say ama stomach ulcer enso ewo ho ti awofo ne abatan no some man no dey complain bi say ba say ne yem ya bo akire hwe na se wanya kanchima bi wo nti wo kye no no ekom nti chese mpratwi ni nti wo de komo koda na no ane say na de nti opra
so odatia se wo no wow see na still odatia no obeso no so eyi bi
na ne say ne wo achi cause no
o chiri
where ba best
o chiri
abotre
I don't know, but you see, as you can be a gross, the other person will tear, say, the okay. Oh, say, Aquarano cry when you're a junior. It is a walk about why dreams are brewy. Because I stage you.
That anti Bevan wanted a man teacher, man on Chichon, and today be a troubles we empty.
Catch your mouth. We've lost our identity. We've lost our identity. A cry. I cry. So is I. Yina yeshia se beka amano ne kasa yawo try yawo Ghana ni kura yina de ye no kura yina nti na me ka chara mo ntimase no obi fre tampiko yina ebo tampiko please yeah na okay tampiko na tampiko please
come
oh yes so it be we actually in 5 years time no now bo kokomlem na no an okay ka umlai e chen dia I'm telling you
o say na here na so
say na yan ka say GPS equal say broni ni church kwan otimi bo ba bi na ojo you know my td so timi sremo ye keka ayina na ye keka yi ansa emabunu no ene awofo parent no dem say the jamu wo to ho na da call crèche na mezaman kwa hono na bia akoda 1 month kombeji no na afro matete no ne kwa so na emom ehun susuanso na eba no ano ohyedo
nye aduane ne na enye
jack
omunidi didi
na wana ka kire wo se opeso so tie no ochichire komsa ha no je aduane di
obetia na me pese na wo ya he a wo so mpeso obe kese he kese de esi ne kwa mu a ala former PG tie ne gina ha do ne say yo
onim oh yeah kwada
it depends on your body no body type no say the etie ebeba but just that you have to control it well you be na wo die ma mo ye du bepira na wo tie
no so na the most important in self control
wo nidi ya osa na wo benya afu be wie kura no no so wo moti
asemba kwa ya kan wasema kan na asabi pi wa hai
yeah no
bohuna ediku bi ba ma hwe teachers aiding candidates to cheat in BECE worrying. Why you phone aka say? Yeah, can who asema ka. A teacher for crowd and sorry bread here. E na akọ bo abofra say AB off. E na kweza.
Yes, wo ka che ne keke kura.
Ji atoro kura to obokọ dia ma no. E dey na akọ ewe. Ubo hu se ba ko pe na akọ ye no.
Na fra.
Na de o matro nyina anti sram.
Na wa kura ugu hwenu masi because ya che won so a won so wadwuma na ba ye yo enti mun kire wo mo skills no mun kire wo mo said the answer questions no
teacher for bi so akode parent for enti no efi amankwa e wo sika pa enti no o ta man is getting wa charge the say do be hwa amankwa ne ba ne wait
yes remo na yo because we pa me dey say ipa dem pese ye better see
e ba say next omo nyina so
na so omo achi omo kan dey that say obi so ye di
kase pa fa mani man say o say at parliamentary vetting of justices Zamefe backs Supreme Court in North abolish justice sitting as additional judges, Justice AJ advocates. Afoba the Ghanaian Times anymore. Ghana urges Iran to exercise maximum restraint, prioritize dialogue. Your Foreign Affairs Minister Anadisa and Komowi. Kasepaya from anymore. Hey, Sunyani. Gunfire rocks Sunyani over renewed chieftaincy conflict. Hey.
Asemo.
Bruno afoni Bruno is the empesa ni omano. Nano dana ye mofra say ni say nano dana addition wasem. Nano dana afraid de bia babia anya papa. Afraid de tututu ahini enti. Oh, radio here mobo. Anonymous Supreme Court nominee justifies establishment of public tribunals. The overseer the Democrat will say treat patients with empathy and dignity. Health Minister Anaka say here. Ko hospital say the doctor for na nurse will to toba nipa o yare to basa downte o so akwa hi kasa sa de ochire bi ya mo adro no mo so akwa hi the doctor ni no otifo so yeah the party yesterday you know be easy as we go with the party the way they come I guess a patient I go talk to you so the madam so the team and the health minister can. Mr. Moa, I have for no. No doubt about that. But your Bamonasi, Madarma, when you made in Indiana, Mamma, Muna Munim, Hunamna, Kwan, baby, I'm with Mamma Kui. Timomoy. The new part, the New Republic say, Toko no Sakano. You can't talk on Emma, me or no, you're suspending a Chief Justice or General, but still. Or him so nyambe na dum amana yede about or him say kwa mo dem first dem ra kwa dem wa say kan ho biem ensem dada na odi akoda court no de work at say wa twa ne ho asare sansem na no asako akoda court afia
ya to so adomonline.com na beto just MPP chairman say wo call ahomegye mu wo political activities BM nti chairman Steven Intim I said yeah because of napomudin inti uko adomonline.com and also edaha na ya chire enipa mienu a ntampepa kwabrane abobbo no 86 parcels e wo ketekrache
say business I understand that na ni kwazo okofa your sunyan baby on mom she noted for that in hono sa areas na dia omuri twensu no ko nyina e bi di conference nyina
yo ne parcel 86 ntampepa ya so mumu o ketekrache eno so ho asem na headmaster so na lock it up BECE candidate on to fees. And you lock your
it one amount transfer na and no try.
Uko detail adomonline.com. Sa assembly nyina so wo ho Keno Foriata undergo successful cancer surgery. Na Kane photo send you ra Keno Foriata. Any operation aye no ayonkonim die no so ho asem Iran Israel ni Iran for entokwament me ho ase no ewura 4th day mo Yabonya mempaye say
Ghana ni bia Ghana ni bia nya interest was adio mesrem ndi da mampanyi be di kan yes mesrem man fansre enye mane nya wode
man nya won say emen
Dabi
Iran Israel Dabi ba ya Ghana for mo bompaye wo Israel akwa be me no so da se papa me so jebre kwa adomonline.com nsem we audio so nom ne ade nyina wo ho kɔ ho ana afi wajebre akenkan fasedama Majoy Trish on tadi kama fefe office wedding bibia Majoy oko Instagram Facebook on mo ho ye kwa bakeju ana kasa number ni mitrim next time me the number na to ho enti no ene 2000 besu ba ko 1000 ba ko sports no so 1000 ba ko nso be ko so wo oman ye pensen mu it is star 281 hash star 281 hash option here for Adom TV now be hu afi watcha 10 5 machine o numbers le bra na wa cho agina ho na afi wadi 1000 Ghana now so they show ho ye kwa bakeju eto so health tips week yi mu nyina ye male infertility I was see a bomb man who a buying. Oh, yeah, dear Juman, oh, yeah, dear pa, then soon come up with beer. And then I was see a final solution. Tia, and now what you moon come on, Yakwaba.
Right, I was watching Wakwaba, and Rasson, I would even send me the towel. Yes, and I don't pay what Bidjum, so say Bidjum. Ako kansi ya na dot so dey say fata sauti ni kete we say enye no do bia yesi akonkon a ye Malta Guinness na yesi akonkon me dey ba Malta Guinness me patcho no matter the occasion dey bia meka Malta Guinness na esa omane di waka jidabo na bibia tibi koye kama pa Malta Guinness yete omso ane asore me patcho vitamins ahodo ahye Malta Guinness mo man nya asam keto akra I say see ho but the time fakita se me person who say enya gwere na media enya gwere na nya say de konko bi na besi akake oh timi wi a ma pe pie to fo ba ko no me de aboso o ta say bibia person ye bia no mo so to hospital a e bi say what did you see me need here what lose appetite say ne pe more to be bo sanse mu odu kama ne ade abota for kan one opinion de e ba o ko no ka so pe mortar e mo ko fa mortar bi amra resa e mortar Guinness. Yes, of course, Franco Trading Enterprise phone Papa Fee plans a whole Papa Fee Franco Trading Enterprise. Franco ya Tom sorry Franco for me Franco okay. Mamiaso na me hesiko sika na ansana ba. So Franco Trading Enterprise and now pay almost some can show. Say o come website na order bibia womo eguso discount sales no hono san so ana mo app store ana play store no so okoho a obetumi ahwe na wa order de opesa wotobia ne ma ne boofo phone a obehwe o Franco ebi ni hono na kese enya emma wiase yes plans a wo pebia wonya bi Franco no and then sa plans kono de am say ebi mai to mo kan hono pay na yere nsam no at the air by yen shase enten paso na yen fa fi the FIFA Club World Cup and Chelsea and Los Angeles de pem so bom kam yinu a wo antumi antie me ne say Flamingo so arch African reps Esperance abon kam yinu a Esperance antumi antie we ane sane won some and so esi etie and I hear say River Plate and so ane Roa at the pem so Benfica dey no say River Plate ni wi etie no ho asem wan ye kopiemo e wo Chelsea Los Angeles game no hwesa na esi ekoe Conference League na mu a Japan River Plate Roa Red Sticks Bona Fluminense and Sonnet Borussia Dortmund or Sunday Melody Sundowns, another African rep. So far, Esperance, Abone de Luzo, on a Lali, and so Bone de Etchin draw, you share the Sundowns, a bear and near Brownie or Sun at the airport and knee. Shane Somame say Franco Trading Enterprise from Papa Fee and the plans Papa Fee omo kan one opinion this somewhere abroad I TC kwenem na ye kwhwe de ekoso wo boxing mo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on some kakra to dwa as a Bukom Boxing Academy they say na ni wo so pa na ade na order that say ya jegu na ni abre person man so region na so waka.
Unfortunately over the years things have gone down, and that's what we try to revive by setting up the Bukom Boxing Arena. It's actually an academy because it's got hostels, it's got classrooms and all that. And the intention was that we'll scout and look for young talents all across the country and bring them to live and train there and go to school at the same time, you know. And so we're going to have teachers teach them so that they don't miss on their lessons and all that. Unfortunately, after I left office, that dream, you know, was put on hold. But we have the opportunity to take it up again. My one regret is I didn't build it bigger than it is now. I realized that. I thought that 4,000 was enough to come and see a boxing match, but it looks like we need a much bigger arena to contain the new interest that is coming.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. No, she was a Bukom Boxing Arena. No, nani swadi hunu say oh yeah no academy. I don't know, cast 4,000 years. I think we will be money at the about back to office, academy, and then any soon over here as a region Nassau. I can say on the banning pong, a sheriff, and you didn't want a boxing when you have some Ketuanano, and a bout or stagey or Bukom boxing, and then you have some Ketuakra, and what in some to grass and a ban of passion for sports and boxing, or Bonabasso Pa. Some way in order to grab bra, Anthony Joshua, so about Ghana. Neba Sharaf ne de ba into de ne kocha ne papa president of the land and on the sansa mu nyina tudwa.
Sharaf has been interested in sports since he was a kid. And growing up at 5 years, 6 years, he knew every footballer. He knew how they played, who they played, he could comment on them. Not only the footballers, he knew their wives and their girlfriends. He knew the referees, everybody. And it's he and his brothers who made me start taking an interest in football. I mean, I've never really been a fan, you know, when it comes to soccer, but He supported Liverpool. His other brother supports Man United. And then Shahi supports Real Madrid. And I found my children, anytime their team lost a match, they lost appetite, they won't eat, they are moody. So I started supporting all their teams and praying that they'll win their matches so that it will lift the mood of the children. And so, of course, when he decided that he wanted to go into football, I decided to let him follow his talent. So he played football for a while and then decided that, no, he wants to shift into sports management. And so he started with football, but he took an interest in boxing. And so now both are his passion, boxing and football. But it looks like the boxing world is taking control. But it's a good thing because we believe that Ghana has the talent and we can raise some world champions.
That's it. Right. President John Dramani Mahama and Shane Somami. Meches 1,000 and pay star 281 hash select Adom TV for kakra gusonia dia na yenko yenim ewo ho enomo. Me catch say Anthony Joshua and Sharaf de Nekochia Olumai. Inti hono ana say Anthony kasa kakra ono so are white ninsem nie. Star 281 hash select Adom TV select Adom TV na fakakra gusum patcho baku ye 5 Ghana cedis. Yes na fe match 1,000 and no per year yankwanim yekopiemu ewo ensanfo from wana yakwa share the Black Queens of Ghana. Yaka Black Queens in Sebo no me patcho and 24 provisional squad ababe tuja coach Kim Lass ono na edi anim de akọ emano afcon no a anya sem keto akra former Black Queens coach James Kukudazi and sem kakra tudwa e chiri made ogidi ye se Black Queens ya e betimi aboen wo afcon a ye kwemo.
I believe that football is about preparation, and I believe that the team is preparing. And in preparations, there will be ups and downs because on the real competition, you can use other players to assess most of the players so that you can get your final squad. So I believe that they are preparing, and let's hope that by the time they start the competition, they will be ready for the competition. As head coach of the Black Queens, or a new person, and I don't think the same players now under the other coaching is the same player, but most of the players are the new head coach. So let's give you the benefit of the doubt. You are prepared. In preparation, there will be ups and downs. So let's wait. Competition. That's about all. But for now, you cannot tell me that maybe coaching. No, that is not the.
James Kukudazi, former coach of the Black Queens, now Ghana Group B, and in South Africa, Tanzania, and Mali, and Yade Ekwakopimuso Morocco from the 5th of July to the 26th of July 2025. Now, provisional squad coach came last year to Johnny Entry. On our screen, you see the Black Queens of Ghana squad. No, this is it. And a goalkeeper, Cynthia Finbabe Conlan, Afi Amenyeku, and a Kerry McCarthy. One of your goalkeepers, Miensa. More share training as say now defenders no Anastasia Chan, Portia Boachi, Nina Noshi, Josephine Bonsu, Comfort Yabua, Susan Amadua, Ernestina Bambila, Louisa Aniwa, Amo Anna Kwambia, so many defenders no midfielders Grace Santoa, Jacqueline Owusu, Jennifer Kujo, some familiar names in there. Evelyn Badu, Nancy Amo, Chantel Loka. And Stella Nyamiche. Now, forwards no Princess Marfo, Sharifa to Sumaila, Alice Kusi, Abigail Kofi Kim, Priscilla Dubia, and female footballer of the year, Doris Boadua. We move any Leicester coach Kim last at Yom Diamba to Jase, Yashin, where you will be at Yakopiemo a AFCON. And so, you better start 281 select Adom TV for Kagus Mincho Sikana pay never ego botomo. Now, ya can sound on a Mimung share and Anwada was the 10th FA Cup title for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, University of Ghana Stadium. Momochi, lower division side, Golden Cake Bomka, Miru Momotimo or Bako. Amoko Africa for the first time since 2021. Koroko is back in Africa. And I know now, former Vice President Edma, the Ghana Football Association, where Fred Papo and the Futu Shonko, Ama Koroko.
Well, I must congratulate them, but I'm sure they know there's a lot of work to do for them to make any impact in Africa. So we just pray that their leadership, the Tenka team and the management will come together and then strengthen the team for them to give us a very good name. Yeah. On the whole, I think it was a fitting finale for an exciting MTN FA Cup competition. Kotoko also used a lot of experience. At the end of the day, I think the better and luckier team won.
Right, friend Bapo, yeah, the two after say Kotoko winning 10th FA Cup. No, now Kotoko Confederation Cup. Coach Karim Zito at the NTA or Koko Bromani Swadi who know the target here. Moment Confederation Cup in Matuja.
To do better, but I hope and wish we're going to sit together and then we'll plan how to go about it. And if we are able to go that way, maybe with the correct players, we can go. We can go. At least we'll enter into the group stage. Majority of them came during the second window. They didn't play. So now I have to rely on some formations. But I think 7 matches is enough for me to see a good footballer. So definitely we'll bring some also.
Right, Coach Karim Zito no chere mo send matches kakra o kita mu no amana hu we the alternate the all corner ade ade o me hwede o betima ya some augment squad no higher of Africa o san de nsema to dwa season twa mu ne compeso mo league na mfa o pribia ne ade ade a o de nsema to dwa chire mo no sane hu ko performance throughout the season.
They did well. They did well. The technical team too did well. Everyone did it because if it's one max per game, 7/1. So it's good. 6 out of 7. So we thank God.
Wow, and then some Coach Karim 22 Johnny Adia Atia. So my style 281 select Adom TV for Kregus to make 1,000 Ghana cedis to see 1,000 Ghana cedis. I'm grabbing Yankopon. Yee, I'm in Kabia. The time I see media. Can you buy the crack 1,000 and upon 1,000 Shishabegum the strategic. Ultra, it be so ultra 5, 10, 20, 15, 20, 30. Oh, la sala line one after you did be good. But nobody's sky, yes, there be a man who so be here. I just say, yes, Uncle Sika, yes, Kennedy. Cut and drop. Montagenes, yes, sponsors and Opamo can wear in some about Franco Trading Enterprise. If you're copy more and some from more, Kobo, Ira, BBN. Now, history and an annual year, we are champions of Ghanaian Premier League for the first time in their history. And your bosses in this year coronation, the trophy, a shaman, some Nanyasam Keto over the weekend of BBN, Yakubu Remo Western and Yama Sikwaye. Wow, it's a good start. Congratulations. Someone to me, Aje Ghana Premier League, you know. And you see, matri so my boy, my papa, one penny on where. And it's a one summer. Now, you try say, Quambia so no, Obediska go to Menano pay, because I say, Nipa 20 channel pay pa may draw. It's a canny pay 5 on back county call. Star 281 ash, select Adom TV, Nafaka Kreguso, na young query to me appear, me a real. Na Bibia, I have found a fair, yet me at yes, Quenimo, Disca we about to yes. Now, I found Nokia Samsung, iPhones, smart TV, CCTV camera, washing machine, fridge, I mean, yet nearby you so fear any phones near the DNA Franco Trading Enterprise now be from 0246 422 338 and official 0555 939311. Now, so etimi ediska efa ego botomo and udia na ya call Franco Trading Enterprise. Akwaju phone, waju freezer, waju washing machine, o microwave. Na dia tene diska call. But wo man bo afu se ene ma papa ene san yefo. Ena ya na enwa no. Na Play Store and App Store bit man download app no Franco Trading app na bibia timi akoso Walter Guinness sponsors anopai no bibi papa go body mo ade a we are sure say emfa susanso boni bia amra Walter Guinness papa wan we akonom I see chiri bia nkrofo a chiam na etumo team de bia make sure say authentic one na wonom Walter Guinness and so and more to channel so from now you be first draw and two draws 1,000 Ghana cedis bi no Badwam so channel pay mama me first draw yes afi munu mame 5 4 3 2 1 one adie kai so bang. This is it. 05419564 something. It's yes, 05419564 something. We the winner of Sikano yenhwe se ebe friend no na wa confirm ya man ese wadi nti ese odi you have to chop. I'm laughing like killer. We this guy friend what this guy you. Oh, that be. Hey. Go for this guy. Go for this guy papa. And then Tino birthday. Yes, Martin Owusu aka Tino. And then I'll do birthday or I believe we had more Repos Construction. And then I'll do birthday. Happy birthday going out to you, Mr. Owusu. Nyankopon Sharon to kwem akoma so be said bia onyema o secret prayer. On the tole bia npa ebo bia obo yenim. The opposite Nyankopon ma face say na bia pekia anya sem keto akra. Wonderful happy birthday going out to you. Wefi Miss Doris or say do not friend Rama no say yemfa emma. Happy birthday Usu. I mean sha papa and anopay. Abza enti ya hwane afre ye winner no na fe yakweni mo live on Adom TV and patrofa. Ha nyese wadi na o da bi fa. Ha fa na bibia so entimi enko eye. Anopay yamohwi enko eye aquataps. Hey, Aquataps, yes, Mr. Innocence, so fantastic morning going out to you. Saying Sudi Mubetia, Aquataps. That's all. We'll say, but you're careful. And you, when you Aquataps are Jody and Tamnama, insurance. That's all. Mr. Anson, more Bojuma, Yamishamo pass my mamma for Sumate. Setorabia, Politank, and Sabia be Sima could shoot Nadi, and Tabibia so they pipe on the one near Izzy. Ina the aquataps to many at tomorrow, yes, borehole, minimal stores to Sonia the Atena. Aquataps to we show. Ha, come baby was Crophobia, Galamsey, yes, your moon soon near the other sense or the aquataps guma, Osi on an aircon, Yasam Ketuakra, Miss Anson, fantastic morning going out to you, more boy mapa, aquataps, Yacha, on a work as signal and pay what you pa, more. I mean, so this cano and go for friend and what this guy say from Adam Mamu yes how yes here from busy. Oh yeah busy say. Oh. You imagine so na ye see and nano pay. What would you congrats? You say another draw at Yana Watamuchuku na bibia so atimi akoye. Later on the show, ye de ahose pebe bro sisto. Why crowd de baba see the beautiful Mrs. Sophia Kwatamaklo or the pomodium some share ha ya the akaso ebeba padi bo twa be producer so one fan nankasa nka kejuane ho a haram kejuane nankasa ne yare kase rubori cause I have bedwam
Memo akwaba Adom TV bedwam health tips so your first time I am akwaba pa sa na ye no 5 minutes edwada de kosi fiada ye di commercial pomodin na wotwe mu ye kasa fa male infertility ho nti enu a ye ne doctor du watin na wotwe mu na edi nkomo obo ne tofa e de kire ye e ma ye hu say ye primary and secondary infertility ye mema no side wakire mu primary de ono osis no oni obabia nkase wa fa ye funuda and a secondary no so wa ba ko na mienu na bi akonya aware fofo eba no emma eno so timi course sade no Mr. Fred Dr. Duwatin CCA was 0244867068 memma no man nya wo fere yakura na wo ze doctors de omo wo ayi there is no way or the condition ba be sere wa no be ka kiro bi ti se wo unya ne mujide na wo kono ho a gidi yese ho beto ene ka ho asem nso ntino e kire so betumi aye ti enko endpoint homeopathic clinic yenkoji ayarehwe dog na so na ase na we de mefa we mefem on say be ma bia ne hunsuo no aba a bibia hu se bibia ye kama e betimi a describe say nipa ne say ne hunsuo mu say thick bibia ye kama say o still ye infertile
yo medase pa enokre de ma bebre no agi akini say ono de nyinsen ma entimi mfiri no enne say de question abusai bebre no ani oba ahia officer ne ho asane no once ya ne ho asane no de ono no to him no oy okay de aka ne nyina also oba ne na efa but de me pese me ma ate ase ne say obetumi no oba da ama ho asane so na ho nsu na nye papa enti me ma ho nsu ni omutie o two types of sperms two main types your healthy sperms and your unhealthy sperms healthy sperms no sa wo peke kakra now the coffee dey wan so afa ne say microscope ni mu a ubon say sperm na ho odin ni gina 200 and kwamo na was sperms ni mu no e gina 200 to 300 million sperm count
million
yes millions enti wo sperm no an kwamo no spermatozoa no ɛyɛ te sɛ tadpole te sɛ deɛ so wakɔ stream ɔmo amatena yɛn atena kura ase da no wobɔ sɛ wobɛkɔ nsuo mu no na bi aponkyani atonkusua na fish on fish no fingerlings no on sɛ nkete na ɔmo yɛ bɔ sɛ wotire ɛwɔ body ɛna wɔ tail saa na yɛ sperm bɛma bia sperm saa na teɛ ɛni nti sperm no obi wɔ hɔ obetumi na ɔba ahyia na ne ho nsuo na ɛba ayɛ no sperm nim na mmom no nsuo na ɛba no bɛma ho nsuo na ɛba no egyina 3 places yɛ bi free prostate mu na ɛba ɛna bi free bibi ɛfɛ sɛ seminal vesicles ɛno no yɛ nsuo saa nsuo na ɛba no ɛne na boa sperm no ma sperm no timi swimi sperm no ayɛ nkwamwa enti nkwamwa no hia a medium to swim until bɛma ho nsuo no ba ɛba gu ɔbaa na se na afa ɔbaa no awodeɛ na no na afa awodeɛ na no sperm no wɔsɛ timi swimi enti ɛfa enti saa seminal semen no ɛno na sperm no ɛfa mu aswimi na afa ɔbaa na awodeɛ ni mu akɔ ɔbaa ne fallopian tubes ni mu na obi wɔ hɔ a ne deɛ na aba no nsuo na ɛba no yɛfɛ bi oligospermia oligospermia no ne sɛ nipa bɛma no ho nsuo no nkwamwa na ɛwɔ mu no ɛyɛ below 20 million sperm count obi deɛ 5 million obi deɛ 10 million
below
yes ɛna ahoɔden koraa so ɛnni saa kakra na aka no ahoɔden nim ɛne yɛwɔ the type yɛbɛka no sɛ azoospermia saa nipa da sɛdi no ɔbɛtumi na ɔbaa no ahyia no nkwamwa biara ni ne nsuo nim nsuo na ba but nsuo na yɛ Europe nkwamwa biara nim
wow
what I say ɛno nti obi bɛtumi na obi ahyia na bɛma no nsuo aba but nsuo na ba yɛ no nkwamwa biara nim
ɛno bɛde wɔn sɛ nkwamwa yɛn fie nim
ɛno no ɛyɛ next day topic yɛbɛ dive amadi mɛma wɔ hunu kwan a sɛ wopɛ sɛ ohunu ɛne yɛbɛkɔ the signs and symptoms kwan a wobɛhunu sɛ me hu nsuo wei menyɛ doctor menya nyɛ lab but me suspect nsuo wei sɛ nsuo wei deɛ there is a problem with it
okay
so ho ɛne nti deɛ ɛpɛ sɛ mɛma te aseɛ nyinaa no sɛ sɛ wo no wɔ yere nyinsɛm maa mesrɛw ɛnka ɔbaa no nko ati kɔ sɛ wɔnkɔ endpoint clinic ɛnkɔ sa ne ho yadeɛ sɔ bɛma ne sɔ ɔbaa ne nsa na mɛma ɔsɛ yɛte aseɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ mmaa is not a tester bɛma bi wɔ a wɔno akosua atenan akosua ntimi nyeme na wa move to afia me pese me try we bi akosua na ntimi nwo na wa akosua afia so ntimi nyem no na wakɔ yaa so ɛma nyɛ tester
yes
a yɛ de test ɛhu sɛ mɛwo anase mi ntimi nwo wɔkyena yɛ bɛ dive ni ahwɛ the signs and symptoms endpoint homeopathic clinic yade bi ha obi a frɛ number yi so 0244 86 70 68 0244 86 70 68.
Yada Dr. Dubuati ase ochna sabre ya 5 minutes yen che wada wo masa twen yen biem ne yen toa male infertility no eso mede afia amankwa tamaklo yada se yemo akwa ba biem Adom TV Badwam dwumade so yada se omre no wada je ya bribia no wode maye yada se papa pane ya benado faith homeopathic clinic aba ene ya ba bedin commercial se de apom den ho nsam no etie gidie ne din ne honam senti odi gidie kɔ hɔ no mu a gidie nti eduro bi de bɛka ho no bonsa ho din ne nkwa ayodia me wo Reverend Dr. Kankam Boadu ɛwɔ ha ne de ɔmo de ne nyina so an kɔ da wo me mu akwa be na bia bɔkɔ de last week na ni ho nti research no Dr. Kwaku Boate my cute kitwe bi nam so no bi echu amane ti na de wa bande e de visu da se mama Faith nso ho ye
mama Faith ho ye o se enchia o ne ho ye pa otukwan kakra ti wa ba bidu ti no ye de enchia so kokra e ma o ne ahwefo ne obia o wa bia o se enchia o ma no obeteneka na said the bia ye ka no ene e da so kokra because you say last week ni last 2 weeks I see it in June as he say a liver month
okay
aside the fact that this year ni na a world health year no Faith homeopathic clinic go by a self care awareness year as any bia e the state of na promoting said the bia o kwa wo be nyina no be hu de e koso na research bi na koso India about papa bia am fe no Kama Edi papa no or diabetes or 61 years na onya 49 no and onya diabetes ti wa diabetes so for all this while na wa benya liver issue pa e wo say or go through liver transplant oska but inya donor ti wa twen ya no de oda na duro so na wo kono ba ti dakona se nyame nchaade o se de na ye the patients a wonya accident eba ho nti ya branch ba ko ma obewu at the spot not 21 years and a family no a donating the liver and my papa when you're 61 years now after successful transplant no that was 3 months later omo who say papa skin air reverse to a 21-year-old person the name wrinkles is vanished the gray hair back to black ko checking the diabetes status no echo the conclusion we draw ya say you are as old as your liver. And unti sa asem we ama abeye asema amankofo bebre ho say ne obrebo no ho hia pa. Na the next research awmaye 10 lab tests of 10-day born babies. Train blood sample from the umbilical cord from the cord lab 10 different babies a day born. Tested blood from the umbilical cord no. Now it contained 218 carcinogenics. Contaminants, 117 are carcinogenic. Into the state of the mother during pregnancy, it will direct effect on baby. And until one say, yeah, be brave, a liver no. Say hepatitis. Hepatitis, you will drug and chemical induced hepatitis. I know the name say chemically. And I want viral hepatitis. Se obinya viral hepatitis na onim na se or the fair fura the likelihood say or wo be pass amane ba no ba onim or the be mane ba no but say we are aware of the status there e betimi awo no sa hemoglobin injection na e be bo akra ne ho ban a onfa nkosa akra no nti as part of awareness na ye creating na no ye pese be mani obabia especially omo be ware fufuro no more person omo ba no omo who said the state of the mother during pregnancy no it will affect pa wa akra so na empempi no ya na ye ignore no maybe during courtship time no bo who say ye kware wie a na afi ye pema na be ye issue e wa ware enim amani pa bebre omo pema omo ntiminya nti Faith Homeopathic Clinic Prophetess Dr. Elizabeth Faith or the Nobi Aba e ma especially ma wo pen a ateko ene mo amun da sana wotwe yese mombra Faith Homeopathic Clinic ya jebre nyamo ho adaje a ye hwemo na so won kran a wo ba ye check liver no aka ho because ya be hu say liver no play major role ya we are bi ho ya say a liver related diseases ya ka say ya be liver related a twe say brebo na enye na dwuma yi no play major role and am brebo no e ho atochema na so ba ye liver nim ahwe say senso so inflammations bi aba ho ana say liver no aye fat srade ado liver no e ko basa na liver na be sluggish ayenya entimi nya na dwuma yi enti enwuma ebro hanum ne eche se brebo ne yema no entimi nye senso na kai say ye di kan ka cho say obrebo no moja edi umofusani da biada no brebo ne susu ne dodo ene ne quality che say eyi mu fi make sure say eye crogen na edi amakoma brefo amana pompia ko baabia na ye kan we nyina ye ka say brebu ni yi mu no World Economic Forum edi abetudwa ame hu say you say no microplastics no e wo kra na ye consider say eye sacred because of kwanya ye fa so yi obi o wa oni sugar no di e wo a onim say o ye safe but ene say ye be hu say e wo no so microplastics kakra e wo mu na kedim say wa no bottled water there how you safe and they say the amount of microplastics or bottled water no a chance sachet water only more the World Economic Forum e dey betu dwaro no enti the bottom line is say e was say nyina you detoxify e koduru ni padwam na ujama na tinema ano beboa e bekwa kofa wo hawo e dey abre obrebo e na we live our kidneys ni mienu na sa organs we mienu say ho touch ma sa abre ya ye wo Ghana wo ma ho touch ma asomba eshi a bit me affect to a pomodina. You see, also more sluggish liver, no, a major contributing factor for mema, sem, especially in terms of who's your day moba, or bar who's your dituncosia, a canon. Ye who say, a dear phenoglycogen, do any beer yidibiano, a converted into glucose energy, or bread one on a cra, na e dia manka cranka as and when you need it. Se brebono who touch ma, sa dealing in our intimate. And unti faint homeopathic clinic say, ye diaba, in ye didn't know swaba. Be chef did him. Na yen scanning the pedian shishemu who said, O brebono, say, and a echo. And what touch man tempania soon because say what Q stage now and could do baby, you be so moon temper and when you was so so that's how many gins some more because of fat or how can see a pa at the brewer, a few months and alcohol tombs you assassin and a deco parish, and Peso be do stage, you know. Fabra Faith Homeopathic Clinic. When we saw now say Tata or why a caught naba, and why a caught naba, a Faith Homeopathic Clinic. Who sits down, I shall say, you'll be a well in the 2 KJT and as a circle. I'll drive back, I said, walk too far the off from so now or quano, no, Sano Lanti. You see that chair, the knack of Mama, and Yasem Kitwa. Oba Faith Homeopathic Clinic, you won't know. Until you best share Amet to see no more to be a Saturday, one until be a comer. Wow, no more go to your camel or secase. Fabra Faith Homeopathic Clinic. A man be a while or menstruate or no to use it for some time now, or menses no mojanas sacra. The one on the cock city and they say acquires it to Tumbi. Mesho Fabra Faith Homeopathic Clinic. Bema with chica say, oh, ya, uko to be, if it be leg cramp. One cast on him say, Ubunku to do crana or sorry, or brew could to do. And I say, oh, for staircase, or tid did a crowd could to do. Bema unyasa experience, no, so one found my back a crown, a bear effect to sissy. Ama sebi on passo grono, a beba form, because could to do now, would you see peg in a moemere, into ultimate see peg, necessary in a juma. Oba Faith Homeopathic Clinic, you will know the bebo, I must have pain in a free home. Now, I deba quite capa a name. What was a cataract? Abisi when ete I shall say about when so ama oposa when na kikao to the bia just say ya to abo agu when so e yo wisi na e prus yo ensuo timbe tawo ni so na wonsuin Mr. Joseph Fabra Faith Homeopathic Clinic. Ghana Health Services are releasing a report to be said about 9.7% of all glaucoma cases are leading to blindness. You know, it is irreversible. Just say what's how glaucoma if near. Yes, sir, ye. It is Sabria, a bone, Kayana, Unhusun, so, or shall there this over Casal Gage with the question of Canada, Benny now reposition of Behuni, Untimin ready at night, or show of Moswana when the air pruncia and temperature. We can Faith Homeopathic Clinic. The bed was sure in this 1 hour, then 5 rubians or so, a bema will run a bit too san your manase, ama when you know it's me, Jan and Naso, or back in kind and I do without spectacles. Mess show, ya did be a how, Bema or Mema Sam Akofom or John Swagis or Chem can only send an account to sa. Una who ye na, a quanya nipe biabe fast work at chono, and one a woman, and Fantanaho, Bra Faith Homeopathic Clinic. Kumase, you were a Hinema Kokobin 18 na and crying has a idea. Opeya Bra Santa Maria. Abuya Junction Holma Santa Maria. Number we and I obey me a dear friend 0540 710 940 0540 710 940 and now say 0547 8494 0547 578494. So we come see about my friend number 0244 583859. Ya real bia e ha obia no. Say ya modern and just say intimi sir. Friend numbers no. Na emwa say the be ya won so apomode betime wie pay na esita. E da mo say no pay so. Mojebre ehwe.
Yes, here does say Dr. Reverend Kankamboadu Faith Homeopathic Clinic. And I would say in Canada, your papa near bar, ever tossle. But I see BM Messamwa Quaba, Badwam TV, Bedroom so, Medidia Fia, among Quatamaklo, you does say, Ombre no Adagia, Odema ye, and open so Radia Domie, a ye, Dr. Penny, Amin Bonsu, Ewaha, and also a baba boy near Dumcomo, last week, whom Fidiano, best can any pediani, who yariano, or a sign after Fidiano, so dear Sawyari. Umpewe na opedi. Then so another video ayebe mu ohwe ne ekoso Amen Scientific Herbal Hospital. Doga no pay nchia we.
Yeah.
Bia bokode.
Nyame adarom.
Eda se ho so ayefe. Blue and white na fata o.
Na so sa.
Eda se papa.
Eda se sa dada nyina o.
Eda se anopen so e ho bokode.
Nyame adarom ma na so.
Ayaresa na ekoso.
Koso na se uhu se omanfo yare a ya na hadwe. Ndi de din kan ye beden nyame ase. Se na adarom ma wo fa amen so. Na yare a ye de ko America ye de ko he na yantimi ansa no wore omo pa wo nyina wo mo ba nyame adarom na omo ho atomo ye sere nyame so on ton ko so no on fire so na onsa amanfo yare da na se yare eya ubenya no free yare yankopon na adarom onsa amanfo on fire so no onsa amanfo yare da amen yeah ene mama and Father's Day nature say post-it ya na ebeka post-it ha mama titi mama pa ma na no ye obi a America supposed to do cancer type no a America nipa no ma declare say 1 week antono Yankopon Adam nef Yankopon Adam mo den fa plane am fly no mo den be duro ha no ya Yankopon ti sa machine ya ka ho ya asem ya sometimes itimi nyame boy no offer say na manfo yare no bi ba na utumi say eni gia ba because say the nipa no oda form ne bibia na na manfo yina tete ne say obewu na power for machines what that's one and kura de na mo won no de ono de na do 4 stage won and kura de me akura na mo won da vidie no so ana me man na duro me man na duro no kakra ono mo ya on de na edin at that moment no ano wantimi anyi won ho keka ne kakra de but ntina me after the next day oba ya ni po dia wheel so won anti oba na chese me da otwe dia po Yankopon ase bebre intimesre manfo no post-it no ye hwe ne the moment ya on say obanyini no a o 40 years ekro no post-it ekum especially could do cancer type no they am supposed to manfo board they will be bebre but be a bebo the moment on the post-it where I drew point by beer the post-it says no mutate ne sem na it divide uncontrollably no the way you see dividing numbers na perform mass na perform tumor afi se me mo na de man ye hu ne say do that stage no a do a first stage no any the second stage no one round thing can be on TV bia the never be brave or mo cheke omo thing can be I just say I could do third stage no a start spread no na spread no ahona na fi tam obohu say wo dwonso I'm supposed to science symptoms na amfo ni bebre se bia man fa say wo nom awo dwonso edin and mayie na wo dwonso bia kam bia soso and I said ba slowly and asa najo etimi kan bebre no we nu nyina no post-it no a large name enu cancer but the moment you obo hu say what you can say yo ya o hips nyina yo ya no o ya say no nyina yo ya afi ko toilet moja bebam afi ukro wasata ejunso moja no mun ayi no na afi utemu say wasata o phone na say depression neman ko yie no na wo hu say we post-it in cancer abam nti the only thing my advice amamfo nyina ne say one post-it no wo do 40 kro no wo de check and nti amen for say e mema no mo bre mema bre nti ye say mema this week ye ko ye free and e ko nyina e free nura e ko ye akopim weekend no
okay
sa machine wo beda so a
wow
you be free amount
wow
we ahumọ bro bi apese de boa
mo na misha na sa ne beto so ne enkohwe video yi enkomra ne enhwe video yi na dog enka ho asem yekwaba
machine we diagnose na kire o yare na asoya se prescription of medicine yes sir
many are not Ghana for Media dance here family kunu e wo nyame die mu. Enye ntro bi anana da sembi na ya betina ha ye ka. Nyame nam Dr. Abi Bonsuso ama ene apepa menisu nisu. Enye nyame ne nam Dr. Abi Bonsuso a enka ma hwere ne kunu. Lekun yare di na chinchiri bebre ya sensika. Nanso Meti Dr. Mi Bonsunka ewo radio so a edeni tumrika ba ha na mona me kunu kra ni na na wonso kasa kra no tumi nkasampo no tumi de ne na yesifo nanso e ba ha with de nyame na Dr. Mi Bonsuso ayama me ni me kon ni me manyina no enne meti ha me ka edi aso tumfo nyankopon ni wonyansa de onam papa yi so aye no ebra dwene nti asienso enti menyanam ene obi wasawo how yare mu mema yare prostrate ya etiti nipa bebre yi ontutu mi kan famra Dr. Mi Bonsuso na nyame na papa yi so ebe jimu kwa esa se wa jimi kunu kwa ama ene ji aba me ne fie enti mesramo edi adansi trodo so we biara even hypertension and diabetes nyina oba nyame na papa so ebe ma ahoto aba saati bia we no nyana etiti mekuno enso ene nyame adomanti ni nyina
nti dog ya na se ne mu akwaba na se be man net ho no
be man net ho no ha na said you see buy I know what that machine is who said no city won't even just the pinsi what do so subhanallah nim empucho nyame ohu yamabo na yare de onyin free so na mami su ne manyine su I know ya na tetem ndi oba ya na me pese ohun top ndi sabe no ya djuma ohun na se yare for papa na o se me gentle me deep but yare for de wa hwe de ya ne wasum kra me boss ya enti do was a microphone o moje jo so ne ya crop because yare de ya ndi ya me hu na o ma ya nyare be sere me ma ya be sere se o de post-it no and I said the American anya no nko aha mam papa bi ba na no kra de so on the program ni na o say o de ne yere o se o yere ngo ana de na ba o de na ba Dr. Sena fe no o hwe o na wi afi de okoya o ba no konu madoro no afi de agwe ba no bo ana no wo fo o say nanka me yem program bi na me inspecting no sam kan you man yo nti awo no ya efruit so copy mo na say de boy ni say enu ni ye good ohun ana dey mpa about that ana doctors no so dey say wa winim ye pra ade ya sawo school a itreni doctors there enti but when you naturally na ready ya main mpa about that no na dia aboa kura ne se de na ya na me peno so obi yare a na me tete no na nka enkontam nyame aboa ma be am ya nya machine ne board yie e na wunta nya me kura no hospitals ne nyina since peno manya ko and the boy person ko machine so the friend numbers no a na ma direct to be bia machine bi wo
ok me number no
na nyame adaroma na wonso honto ya numbers no aye 0244227192 020227192 020722905 020722905 0245275254 0245275254 sankra ha de omunim ba bia yewo me no dome straight flat on down to railway no ana la shabi klagon non so ko under bridge no unifa so attack grabs do under bridge no unifa so ufri share man so na ba ultra under bridge no won sabonkum kuma se won say wo atwoma techiman fo ase kwan no so otwoma se kwan so otwoma se kwan
so mo fa numbers na no
mo fa numbers o de mo bobo a ya be kire mo mentra ho ama onyare
na mi papa
oba mi amesi Allahu hu ashafi nyame ne yare safo ya me no over yes so asa we are here
yada se papa pa enti no me so yare nko ade a frɛ Dr. Amin Bonsu na onye so koda fidie no so na ehunu be bia yare no ehye na omo.
Good morning. The mama na kwaba sonko mbra bedwe ma husepe jumezido. Wonsum for the front door na matna say live from cafe bar noa na yezi komo chichi no yeze bro ofie cafe bar noa owo jowulu police station in chan hono ma ha ways bankama pa wa had a restaurant kese pa nti no ebo roma na izbem ye pe bia no a kire ho obeya mo kama na etum lenges baba ezi extra had ensu za from paaze iba fon hu ye papa so ye fel ti no nda no ya na girls na boys no pay obodo twetwa pictures na den ta ha perfect de botum abatina ha de na aye de menyama no e wa ha de na mama wakwa abadam no ma me ye ntam na me introduce the guest and fam mo that no me guest no ye osekrom abrante papa kumasi tinubu ala no ti kumasi ru e bi eni gida na oye rapper nso me wunda na say was the singing as an order from ho oluko ye man papa wafufu stages akese bebre o Ghana ha de nko bebre feeling no fans e social media home da wala for wonya basen ko hwe wonya asem kakra ba kra o honom last year no oye paluta bi ko viral mo bro do cry no one of my favorite songs you say or be a bad into no rap father and now oya me guest and pay good morning.
Good morning.
Na who is he?
Uncle Panado Muye na wasa.
Ya me na do muye na and pay akoma.
No modo.
Ya modo.
Oya da na modo.
Na chire me mutuo na
na me expect.
Here mutuo wa ha pay.
Yeah.
I look cafe bad off over to you. What you to my rap father from mom. E match him dey free. Kumasi.
Yeah, na my son free takra so kakra.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 50-50. But Kumasi na wawom.
I see.
But my balance I don't know.
I see. International ya hear pa de ya kan yima pa. Cheche mo ase kakra. Yesterday wo him fa Kumasi but takra de no ma me fi.
But my bush afro no my papa na my father one side no e be fi ho na e be so free Kumasi. Yeah, so at a point in time my kobo ho be 8 years.
I have
takradi na me ya bofa ba na mokobo ho kakra ba still na de no wo mu
no
yeah.
Okay.
Me so still fancy kasa na the mobile 5 for her.
Me ya sure that wo fans no wonyim that fan to them.
No.
Insin the obi obo hu direct fan to bia ba ya sure.
No. Me said that me interview bia aba me ka fan to dey no me nya bi da.
Wow.
But no say
me you fan to through mu. Yeah.
Well, yes.
No, what's about it to that pay rap father and me not see ya twetwe nkomo. Na ma menka de say ya me tell wo nyoma. Oyem dem ma wa wasam na ye pede e ketrin or the very confess.
Nya da me pede. I am
wasam
yeah.
Okay.
And I believe that asemna makano is something relatable in our society. Mama fam no ebia enyam fam but oya de na ebe fam but obi so afam de da na anya na yoto nyom no ye kan kofa a wontum wonka wona asam wa by powder na ye aka ma won true music. So that is why intia aya nkofo wotum we relating some na ye kan because akumato no aje wo chefa already another bana beja yeah aje kakra e ho
amana e meze monkonfo
beginning of I was in yankopon nyamesuro no the wisdom of God no ye nyamesuro no so before the one kasa wonyi oboboe wa asase dide me ye sure the broken heart no na ebe from ansa na one kasa hu da no adi so manya careful what the buy am papa so before I were the buy am kof no na
obi da ya fast take no be am booking hat for me move
na ma efu there was the me another the me because anya fast ayi obobo
na aberu no oye the mazin
no the yeah infanto
backstage it's not to
oh yeah infanto backstage
because obi say boa what's one can say broken heart challenge.
I'm a man of God, I'm a man of peace. I'm a rasta, so many are the piece.
Yeah. Okay, Marty. It's no the very no. Also, what full stages, baby? Kempaluta and the verse, no. Minimize only the promote in your nana because I don't know quite, but it wasn't a twin, so you come on.
Yeah, but I don't know. Opoya Bana, I mean, we've been over together, Madino, Mawaba. Ebibotum wa father a video or poster obi na nyu abaje ho na iyaye and at the end of the day it will still make people to listen to all the songs atas until enyo na the man or because the kind ayi man kasa menua kamedo menum ya oye sugar cane why remes na it was mayoko yeah I don't know verse na so me see I don't know ma I didn't know attention about the whole song so I believe the enyo the man or yeah the man not
okay Marty into no my yenhwe a feature Kempaluta a feature Amrado Chingam Mimde feature BECE da a feature Aquabwa da I the waka a feature power.
Oh, I had that because I'm in the same space, I'm in the same circle. Even before I knew about Badwam Puna and Kofano or
okay
the DAO. So most of these songs, you know, have been recorded longer ago. Yeah. So I think this is the right time for me to giving back to the people.
Okay. Yeah. My issue was no rap father. Nti no na pede catch hende obrafo no ni Lord Kenya mu ni nyina no wala wo na ehu. Cause was ni it didn't you power.
The man not.
Wala wo one.
The man when it comes to the rap, I mean
I want to one papa. You are the father that father dear father. Hey.
So other way I'm so I already this through. It's rubber.
I'm not what I'm moving because the book of Mbobo is in your
they are legends, yes. I mean I can't or we can't take I mean the fact that they came before me. But yes though. Before I mean Jesus Christ was born, Abraham, Nkofo, David Munina, what you say? They were already born. But Jesus also came to do a dear man only a cassia, a G we are singing so don't be afraid.
It isn't a fun him.
I mean I got it through music. It was my friend who named me after the name of father.
This is high life in your area high life in your pa.
Yeah.
Oh, this is ya Sikana
I don't know. I don't know how to show music, you know, or high life, no, but enough for two from my went too far. I've been offside. So what show baby a quantity that no one can say who don't know. I don't know.
Okay, Marty. Now, me there what are tools, baby, so and I can pay back on some.
Oh,
what are two no I am crying. Me who a cool biwa rap for the Ekuwa waha. And our symbols.
Wednesday. Now, our friend David.
Okay.
And there is also a symbol of David and Israel. And I have a daughter called Lakia. So she's under my protection. That's why I've written a name here.
Nice.
And this is also my name. A symbol of money.
The symbol you or Chesica.
Chesica.
Instead draw to what's capable one or attract
that is what I believe.
Okay.
I'm a Majidi woman, not my no tattoo no one yano for fun. But I'm called for so wire for fun. I mean the margin but the academy tattoo. It took me another 5 years before I was able to do it.
5 years later, research another design, design.
Because I didn't wanted to. I mean, I didn't want to do anything just like that.
Okay.
So everything I've done has its own meaning. Yeah.
Into why you're crying? How many tattoos?
I mean to me because I had to be brain.
Now, into how many more? Ebi waiting. Okay. Once hour, but I plan there be
oh, my more. especially, I mean, member, I have my reserve, I'm a member.
Okay. Since you're back up and away, into the how many years?
5 years and I think 6 months. Yeah.
Wow, wow. So, quite a lovely girl be. Mama, I rap now. See, when you're drinking, rap lines and the you know, especially for a qua. Most me to me as not to you'll be on the walk pa. So, Mama, I rap Kakwaza me Kwansana.
My biggest inspiration.
Who biggest inspiration in you? Oh no, push you. They be
extra.
Wow, wow. Not no mommy and your mommy wa.
I would try. I
can't. Also, that's a good you.
I would try. A holiday, I say a car would try. I say holiday. I would try.
Mate. It's no her rap father, and I a new song.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Yeah.
One more pressure because I'm matter say the unbiano or ye Zepedeka or wow confession.
Yeah.
Into no one more pressure.
My car there, na many besababi, yes, ho. Na me no nim, my uncle for many one dago. Na 2017 and Yankupon ye madonna minya car na our friend Pecanto. Asama besabano car in a day. I will not minim there, one Yankufunino. I want about a car last.
Hey. That's not a matter.
I don't know, maybe most I know woman or a different, maybe or dream day. I mean, my uncle Funumpo were better than I mean. So these are all kind of inyama, nipa, wate, wafem, and my uncle Ponso, why you know. I know I'm the total one there in this life, no, Mamma be a more pressure. My uncle Pon Wakano, I don't know obey a ho, I don't know obey Bum, I don't know obey Juma. Into mud and Mamma be a more pressure. Ata, Mamma be a more pressure because school impo. Nay, there, I want to wire on home a cast seminar, then I want to put a school going to mine the one fan baby.
It's a mission hope we be some question for where the one say the monk of no. Also, no, since I am one in the moon. Okay.
So the man not.
Now, me feel so very relatable in the social media pressure. No, they be a some kakaba. So, picture be on a pecon, so picture be or share a pie, one but there. BBR koye manon so.
Look, you're back for breakfast. For breakfast, I want to pay with you. So I post the pizza and so now, because when you move it,
my young enjoy when no pressure. No. After the new one or promotes no pressure. We could stream in Mama enjoy you make a crack in a while cafe ban or had it say no pressure the capana embraces here. Ain't no pressure, rap father, new one crying, and woman was now streaming human man. Streaming platforms being a show.
Yeah,
or into no woman was now streaming human manati. Now when you can on your more projects, if I mean, you may and you now, I know they catch them there, but drums, drama big time.
Yeah, my former one,
that to baby.
Oh, yeah, fun to baby. Anana, I mean, Badwam. More production, moon, I did say a tail monument from last year coming, or don't be a bad day and take it time. That's a tail production. And there, yet the ideas in I mean,
okay, but the drama, other people, brother, sister, drama, no.
Oh, see, Mamma, you may have the ideas.
Ram is well lose one can't well lose when you
won't lose him. I mean, still now, may I don't know. I'm a moko baby puna, my uncle for a minimum one or gega, motor, my bona wife.
Nice. Since when I don't for how many years?
Since I may have a phone, I before my I'm a woman too, na cover the 12 Apostle Church, you know.
Nice.
I mean, instruments, different, mobile, dondo, kunga, like a yamapi, na minimum.
Okay.
Yeah.
But since you're in this, and you could see, now so you as all this cabro, Ciciana. and become profitable skill woman or may comfortable doing just music.
Nyankopanadon with the last 3 years until this year. Because I mean menya akwenya akuko Europe na ye good ade obokodo. So ni nyina so ogina djuma na maso mayere mo na maye na no na obekire how far I mean the music can take me.
Okay. It's my in the next 2 years and in the next 3 years, he will rap father.
I strongly believe that Maso beat nominations na the Maso menu na Matogana for winning come.
Sharp. Why the Becca could you Grammy na me na? What is the menu pan na yarisha? Yeah, because all the Grammy the Babrain.
Antina production na deno or there yama yadin BBI then occurred because the man didn't wash it. Na it my live performance band na I don't know about tomorrow alcohol.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Into no what handles the my rap for the baby ana.
The rap for the and one say over at rap father pacho RAPPFADA everywhere from Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, maybe on Sabbath communion to town.
Okay. Not more rap na radio.
So me popular say Maduku, a clear man kana me boa do na chime mugu. And I show me your love. Ya chome no cause na woman me energy odomo kala mugu. Madu do ku na ma fall. O do na chime set traffic ma stop it. City Jimmy di na me newa e be boile. Ti mama sugar da bibia enkoto che ko rush twase. To rush and some she me bo. O do na ti muntu me na. So wala you we jam ha.
It's the end of the rap no form of one we general from one man there and will be on the
oh yeah, faster, yeah. Wow. You should be prepared all the time. I don't think additional or you know.
So why and read or have a say?
It's about reading. Yeah, reading na movies sometimes. Yeah, movies.
I bet not me with the phone. I'm some things I will cry.
I mean, Martina Chapel day, my music because of drums and I'm born into no.
Chapel day, okay. What is that?
I know. Yeah, didn't.
Sorry.
And I'm a Marble Shabo P. Marco Pentecost, Methodist Apostolic in Son or Dawson. But later, I settle or Mercy House Chapel.
Okay.
Yes, of Penny Reverend, you take with the late.
Hona
Macade, my chapel, more conyan.
Okay, okay.
Most of Penny, where from Cacan, Copon, Fanny Crancy.
Okay, but that's means to know a base one cran, had another Hivaneo.
Pochamo, Showman estate, I'm one crisis.
This I didn't care. That's no better than Kenny. One can reason in term.
Oh,
that's when you're always
making them penny. Crudos one tinafa kulunje nyungwasena. I mean abrabono yeboko yenyim nti baby a ehude adwuma no obokodo no na ama wo ho no wa ye halo ho ana ntanya bibia fofo bia ai.
Okay, Marty. Nti no nyame ahe na de nya rap father wa hade mpeda wo kan enjoy no nyum no pressure no. Ye so do e bia abente baby tsina do or show na so bia or talent na manyame am or talent ya menya sure there no easy.
No, on that form, but Mama Canada, you are DB or friend or favor. Demo favor and yeah, anointing oil now. Chapel game, what they were the fire, yeah, this side, you know. Or there is your sena, wakasa, casa no, or there, a niji na ubu or then, or bravo wase. I don't know talent no hode but in your talent no do boko e wan kasa mesima e be live wo life no e be respect e dey eniji na ade be mampanyimfo no na so account a lot nti ahobrase e na adesua na obotum do akọ wanyim yeah
nti no so obi hwe na memo lose hope e
no hope ni de
mo here do be nyina anye de obenya obobom pay for favor na we nya ahobrase nso not the time, Baba.
Yes,
okay. Rap father, you not no cafe bar noir or the wood drinking at the more that save me. And you know, you don't want to see ye papa day. Oh, masa wa hwe enye tuo ba hwe hwehwe
mo say
enye tuo
sweet abrocha bagana
sharp cafe ba no a jo police station nche hono ma fa hono na bomozin na chill kakra
amutuo no mo say about be 11 na be ready to wait to me afa na o be do there.
He said, no, I had a BECE, no pressure, no, Mizzy Bay jump one. But when I saw Papa there, what's not when you in the producer, Papa, OPD, woman channel, I had the man in your bed, a bahade. Yamisha, when you now want to watch him when you ye in Yamisha, one more to do home now, but when I see more sort of Yamia Duma, Yabasana Isha, CCRZ, Macron.
Asemi Dika. In the Becca. Akwesi insia Commander 6 Kano said
ya me hu nyina akwa aba ya me tonko so enhyeda so koso do afidi ato Adom TV wiase afa na nyina ha ena obia ehwe ena ebnada twedi ampo nyankopon na ayesa ona ehye na admarakwa ena eja adepa achie yeranka nipa yi etotwene yenanka yense yemfata nyamna mtumi na ho odi na nwale nwade so ahwe so age afri bonefo fide sum fidie mu sade patch na tekama da bodwe modwa edi mu afrisane a e kasa adumura nguto na aseda enka odi medi de akwesi ensia asewi de kabre na edrishim na eneba bedi komo de afa the enti o say abampen from woni ku Ghanaian businesses so na eso se ne ba quick wa web but so was our place in video na am sa place in video na me kire ahwefo ade be so be it me play video no at the background. So this is a police officer ye o titro tumo kuta etuo maka ho asemo pen enu na me hu bi ewo ezed oko Jubilee House se wo free akwaje run about edwani ya 37 the bus stop now free one now call Jubilee House baby a traffic light no no hona mu say please ni misu ejina kwa o petrol in fact because that traffic achinti mo ntara kakra eto sen hu say no de ko trotro and that's a critical one yeah uhuno TV swing your best trade inspector general of police ya police fo a edi tuo hye wo ho afro trotro medie asa too dangerous too dangerous too dangerous omi ye nipa emfa won entity a ye dia momo the underlying factors omi ye nipa ebufu ho because okotena wiem hyem a ye mprema mfa tuo nkomu da obienu akofuru wemhye ya etuo san ne ho a obekwa akofuru wemhye ne da tepesra GP omrante na ne yete trotro mu a etuo obga ya nya pese o etuo abanayi bi na se won kon se no da bia nye yesremo we should be able to get car to me transport police near to ocean ho eko ni duty post minim ba bi omo eko de but say the duty post nko an okode we need to make sure say your car yeah police for car this how to they cut them na me fa sama and am for trotro masab you are 10 year ahwe no mai an hwa no bia ko kan semani kwaso o kan na kire papai na bufo na kekrai 10 ya ji ani so tie besre Ghana Police Service. A police phone a two chewa hua when the float trot on the dear yenyai na nyakra. Muma yen kodru baby nyina de sabashi and waka say eh ye hu yanka. Nanso akoka echi yenyai na mwaye. Weba fameko I think graphic online. So enra o the way to open the patch mon closing kakra enra na me no edi kombo about one of Ghanaian businesses abi eho Medicaka, I said, as of mine, we need to find every possible means to protect a new mayor Ghana for there. There be a mechanic so you say, and also interest a Ghana need dear. Let a Juma warrior no 8 year Ghana mamra, yemu ye ni emuso. Na mechanic in area said, I'm sorry, a jail now say. Akoko ba time, ne night yaba, ne kumuba. Ye hunu enyuma hudra na employ thousands, hundreds of Ghanaians, and they are no more. I ask myself, how many Ghanaian owned businesses in 100 years? It's me be saying who's answering no. Over Quabroche said maybe one may be in 1861. It's a beer maybe 1925. How many Ghanaian owned businesses in 100 years and above? I didn't see that yen nibi. Aye dear Nesia, it's yema yen to me and yebi. Now share this story on My Joy Online. Or see collapse of 60 timber companies lead to 70,000. Graphic Online. Collapse of 60 timber companies led to 70,000 job losses. And material what they be? Timber industry who shall say eka. And a galamsey, any illegal logging, ye train ya basa, and be ye ding or ye maim. And Mabrube say, and pim edioson 70,000 elusu mojuma at a go. It's your not one money, eben tim yans, a jumu in a me ya, midi be shame yere, a be shame ma, a shame mamma, shame papa, shame yanum. And the human freemensa meant to be Kobokrono, it would be a near Messaka, one more. If through now, Fenama for Rura, acquire to Chenya and Semfata. If Fra for most enough galamse no air cost the other drew and never be away. Let's protect Ghanaian businesses. Omunya kura ye dianomo. Omunya said dear cry ye dianomo. There be a continue to say this. The collapse of Ghanaian banks were not the best. I'll continue to say this. The collapse of Ghanaian banks doesn't matter the explanation. Doesn't matter so much about Ghana's getting in our form. It was not the best. I'll continue to say it. If we see business being way 100%, there's no business in this world. Yeah, 100%. There's none. But these countries are able to sustain their people because a year, a chronomu nipa, and a be a juma, and a sin trabaho, and a so mine. Ye correct sa sinton. Ye nwodwuma no. Inkodwuma no. Share sa write up weba mama the next write up the next way no. Amechre I4DB. There's a danger ahead of us. Share sa write up im ya mechre de. We a penny bia or categorize say Ghana ye businesses or how ya a woman. Do you know, say, 70% of Ghanaian SMEs, boja numa ebano, it means 5 years. To a beer juma, or to me, and beyond 5 years. 70% of Ghanaian boja and yuma Ghana boja. I think this is where I buy beer also to me in the action. Aban biaba, this is where also timdi nani ehwe. Ni mi say on say, e ye de na esintia Ghana fo bia nwuma It doesn't travel. Do not even travel beyond 5 years. What is the issue? Because sa buja for no, employ nipa tutuo ewo yemaimu. It is a 70%. It means stay beyond 5 years a year. Then, how can you power them? Then the issue say you better to deal with unemployment. Because you may and never create here, and never got a for you. When you see a power draw, when I be do SHS. But 70% of them ain't been travel beyond 5 years. This is where I think the government of Ghana should focus attention to. Let's ask ourselves questions. You meet SMEs for a honest no. What is the challenge? Or how they are doing? There's a 70% of a new year and crossing beyond 5 years. But other amama who draw a wonyuma every 200 years. Every 150 years. Every 50 years. Why are we not having same in Ghana? Terebi ameka se metise Ghana ni bi to no ye. Oh ne why ye ngu na dwuma ye unnim ne wo kabra. Unti ase. Maybe be a man yourself na efra wani. It you support it, but unti ase. Ubi a make nso kura di suti so kwato ambeboka. Obi atimi asidan se mfidi agum. Sinto kakra bi ba na dwuma wakata se yengu adwuma no. Because a man yourself be a frawani. Now we are what Saba be soon be catches a human new man. Now, Tim say young wood, when as what man I say we are quite. Mr. The Ministry of Trade, the Ministry of Finance, continue engaging Ghana Numa. Names almost how near a day. Because unemployment no ano thing. Ye dini e ka se behwe nde bia sa de ano akasa na unemployment aban bia ba no de aba ye campaign. Ghana mabunu ye mi se ho. Ye how na ye wo me mpanfo de ye campaign sa da bia me ka se for every break to Kwame Nkrumah. Ade ye campaign to Kwame Nkrumah that so the campaign 2025. There's something wrong with the nation. Nigeria should do Kwame Nkrumah some years back. 2025 years, had a campaign here. There's something wrong with the nation. Ye papa ma software. The be make us all your software. Also, can you count unemployment as so far serious because I ne so ko sorry them. Na so for catch sorry ma say ye mom pa ye fama Ghana. What I say pay the boss ye body ehunim. But my software team say ye mom pa se yakopom ye kwan ye nya adwuma nye hwe ahodene dede yu a amafo ne bo sampan no etu ye sofo se ka bi ne kirew etu ye sofo na nya konya se obe mampani bi obe minister bi obe aban mu nipa bi a osori se afutuo no ekode ma no because o manfo no asori meti asori dem no o pa adwuma en wo pa. And no thing I would say, your mom pays and you could put me a crime near Juman. I saw many, you know, be a yard cross or Jan Naso. Because when you say baby, you know, a year critical. It was your software now, where I'm on your 70B. Me a software with the Medina MPPH, it if MPP who are main cassa. If any Sudia Manu them, me a software Medina NDCH, if MPP who are and a Macassa, if any Sua Manu at them was sudden be good. A time will come and I'm working. The number of people are ever so so tiana ete. And you know, the attitude of some of these pastors. And I'm also the amanyo sem afra mo nyam dwuma na mo ye no. It was a day in, day out. And if I was sorry register, day in, day out, a so tiana ete. The people are becoming fed up. Because mo na mpanfo ba manaso e ma mo tumofo mo na mpanfo ba manaso e bom paye e de mo Oh, how are my members no enemo? Want to be fan country and penifone dia. Why be me candia mom? Yamia dominim peja and kesi ya to asofo so wo memu. Semsim ne sori na se enya man osem kwan so. Na mo ne catch them penifone se eni mecha yen trainer. Command be di ye. And them can be say no. How many Ghanaian businesses are 100 years and over? How many? Tiere de bon safune catch down say ampa Ghana adwuma we ye bien Ghana hanum 18 something e 200 years ni bia etike ye ni nyana. Tienya adwuma baako osema fanipa 1.5 million eti o man ke ye ni nyana. But the amanyo sembe say no. E the amanyo sem ebegu no. Oh na MPP waso on enjoy yengu na dwuma ni empeja NDC ni obi a oyese bia wadwumo ha. With all due respect. Wadwumo ha. Aban beko, aban beba. Enyuma ebe woda. Ghana mabunu mi ani nya wate. Uma ye mampenifo no emfa ye how no enye campaign promise na omedidi ye how no ho ekomedew na yire ne ma ebedidi etu kwaya kwa mama ya kese so Ghana mabunu ye me ye ni na ho otisi obi asore yenwu adwuma na hwanu koto katezo unim ne woka. We are tired of this issue about say yengu nyuma adoso. Ah? Ade. This week a krebi and see Ghana near Jumem. Oh, yangu ade. Yengu na dia na benye free mu. Onye bi betena fio. Onye bi ba betena fie enti yekuna onye bi tefie the government of Nigeria had decided that we are building somebody and a year refinery broni ne free nkuma be sibi wa hano but one single man in Nigeria Aliko Dangote, who probably started as an entrepreneur, said Ghanaian entrepreneurs. And he also so muka crass and never do baby and or their quackodry. It's and so Jananas no born Nigeria, Maya, and how. Shall friend who pay Jadias in Nigeria? Here, the okra one more say crack, getting crown. Bruni the free could not be Sibu Hanum. To be boy, so you this can boom be free and a diaco. Ghana for never be a new more harness can be a crumanum. No, yes, where they are no any good because if it's a sin talk a crabby, Abra Juma warrior. The senior making Namenkas and Nippon F for moi. Yen sir. I'm so can you know catch on say, I cook a bad time, ne 90 abba, ne kumuba. Ye diano, ye name kumba because of a man yourself. Because of a man yourself. It's ye nano, it's ya no. Na Ghana me brun so se me de na ye ni adwuma ne ye no. Ne ye support ye pen for say ampa ye nwu obi adwuma. Hey. Yonte. E kombe de watch say. Penny no ko gu obi adwuma no. Why she sika say tam on account. Tene yire ne ma adwuma na ye gu no affect no. Let's find a way as a nation. Omo ye dia. Omo ye as oman ye dia. Ochia yam planetiko nye mfa no mesi kwampanim. Na adwuma ne ntimi nkoso na adwuma ne ntimi nye yi. So mo adwuma ne ye yi a e no man Ghana enso ye yo ebeko. And I'm the channel. If 70% of SMEs, yeah, what Ghana, it means cross beyond 5 years, dear, then you bring your unemployment in the piano. 70% of SMEs and you might be a Ghana and cross 5 years. Now, person catch them unemployment super conform. And see, that's what it says. The Minister of Finance, the Minister of Trade, Munshia businessmen. Why? Near me some or how near dear because dangerous. And that's what I remember. John Kuma, the late former Deputy Finance Minister, and the cast asked him, says 70 to 75% of Ghanaian businesses and cross 5 years. Hey, that be. I say, and no, sure report. And then no thing unemployment there be a worsery. Because my employment crofon, man nego. It is 100 ne buyer 30 per and they survive 70 echo. There be. Yenya mansions amanyo 720. Near facing the reality. Near me say, what is the challenge? How can we deal with this challenge? Or how near the sika money starting at enkoye? And that's what more be a human, and you know, will be an assembly or more antiasim. And I'm crofo my form, and I said, you're a calabule, and tell money at you crossing. Says 70% of SMEs in Ghana and crossing 5 years, dear. There be. President Mama, you're trying your baby. Yes. We need to manage the chief of staff, AD the Kwawu Business Forum. No, I think we need to start addressing some of these issues. You me saw more challenge ni yedie, more how no yedie, a coincidence no yedie, a kwebe na man so betimi afa so e dey support because more resistance no etimi bua e ma unemployment no e perform. That's 70% to cross 5 years, equal 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Do the number of employment to make me create. Because you may be here every year, Biano, or deeper back, you be eka, the employment a year. So, me cross it, 19, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. It's also me to absorbing the Padodrakasa at the free, the job market. So, there be unemployment, no, a back form. That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir. Dangerous. Maybe I tried that one from 2022. Yeah, you say or how do 2022 na finance ministry. That report in a buy. Maybe I tried that one ye dear. You share that for your dreams to see ye. Go bet me after so delay with it. It's young shiny ye. A twasu baku mienu miensa and nine enumwa. It means say your few business and a woman and yet. Oh my God, that's a theatre. And in penny for my book there. Yeah, me say.
Okasa den finfin honom no. Na efu ye twagu ye there.
Okay, near twagu ye edwom ne Ghanaian business outdoor ya ye hunu nyema outdoor omo eye.
Now so per say then.
Report I'm reading from Finance Ministry here na it was when they published Dr. John Kuma, the late former Deputy Finance Minister. No, what them say 70% of Ghanaian SMEs established here in Timim cross 5 years.
Or in Chirimubai?
No, Kasa, there was a meeting here na Ebekoso. Here no boss Havana, no. But me nyahu the entire Amadakobanisa.
But with your experience, there were a Juma ni wati Ghana so check kakra na onyame adom fi kakra. You know, the day na bema Ghana ni bibia Juma ntimi nkoso.
Ebina mbo so say either say one, amam fire for modwuma no na emwa yen. Either say two, one na ebie enwuma no na anti business no no kwhye mu no ase. Ana say bia sika no de course ha business no one calculate ni ye it do baby no so cut it off. E sare ma me say na me so me business mind no my outline me say maybe it can be one of the courses. It ya no ebanisa.
Okay, but so ntimi ni aban interference. But aban hye em film.
Oh, we aban she every mu anya ye because say omanfo no bedi yi a efiri nhye papa abandi gu akwam ti na no na make say salary the minimum wage ebe kosura efiri the economy oman sika asem say the simtien ene ye dey set the minimum wage it's oman economy ni etimi ekoyi a ade to be ko animu sika be ba amanfo ensem so ye na ade badwa so be nya amanfo mantimi ato be economy ni etetope dey be affect obia.
I see. So so maybe the major ones we'll talk about it some other time.
Yeah.
That's where we talk about the Boache mattresses and the Apia Minkes.
And the A-Life.
Yeah, and the A-Lives. And they would be my Abaye Kofi Job, Ibrahim, that's EP, Engineers and Planners, Zoom Lion Money, Alexibua, yeah. So those are the companies that spring up to say, it's important we find a way, to secure and protect them.
Sure.
It's also important.
Sure.
And a papaya, none of them interview, enjoy that, in some
Angel. Yeah, Dr. Kokote.
Angel.
Yeah.
We need to be proud of our own.
Sure.
That's it.
Mr. Bedaso.
So for this tangent, I didn't come. I back to the we always appreciate you, say, a baby that Oji Benauti na Oshe. Every associate is a fine bro. A BPJ Mubra non crabo upon minute edunu enum 925. Kahunu se mecha wade so ayesika. Ni sika o sika breno me de becha won ti share so na bibia nko kama emfa mawo. Benfo atenase Stuttgart, nimnyam for Stuttgart atenase. O brekum dia meka Stuttgart a esese o tiase. Nti watenase a yene na betwetwe nkomo. Saa so na pandai for so o ha. Matthew Nyinam so atenase. Ono so he needs no introduction. It was a Jumedia Yedi. Dixon Honorable Akwaba.
Oh my.
Make every group was also me. I'm about to carry Stuttgart. You don't know about Copa, no. We were come.
Oh my, Adom.
Good.
The weekend was very good.
Very good.
Very good.
What makes that very good like that?
Mishia tomato farmers.
Okay.
Brekum West.
Okay.
And by the way, my unim say Ghana ha. Ye can't districts are a produce tomato. In fact, ye fat data any year because Brekum West a bit to me a lady. People talk about Akumadam, but the past 3 years, Brekum West is in the frame. A bit to me a lady. A fee. My charge agri officers.
I'll contest that because
you can contest.
Tomato. You what they were Adroba teacher on power.
My someone was a private person. A basic tomato factory.
Yeah, factory. Yeah, that's correct.
The prompt is I don't know.
Well, we have potential.
Akumadam money in Krubia Ajidi previously, but now go to Jene Fetenta Coraso Enclave.
Wow.
Say you register more into cooperatives 50.
Good.
But I can tell you about 5,000 people are directly involved in tomato production. Brekum Western quantity huge.
Now activities are there because the last time I checked now, the good news was that the party chairman had also
exactly processes are underway. Share baby you bet me irrigation baby you bet me dams now all season round. Okay. And I told you the other time say you support we can produce about 200,000 metric tons a year. Because currently you're spending $400 million importing tomato from Burkina Faso. Your consumption around 800 million.
That's too much of a dent too.
We can do about 20-25%. Brekum West alone. And you can
imagine
other
regions.
Because and it was very, very interesting discussions. Tomato farms. Enti many DC yayan shishaya nei.
That's so nice.
Afidie esi kwan so a yehwe. Baby a yebeye irrigation nso ya shasi ya ye no mo identify spots. And you put you into cooperatives, maximum 50 in the group. Na very, very
insightful meeting a course. So about the leadership of tomato farmers war Brekum West or more year juma ye or mine drew money mpanyimfo a dano. But on my when we are on our work kupuku. So meeting am ye following Friday.
Kumasi Dino.
You were kupuku Kumasi. And I was there.
I was part of the Kumasi movement.
Honor to accompany him ko Manshia. Before then, there is a distinguished manner agric industry, especially a poultry industry. Meaning says I buy a man supporter. You better transform a poultry industry. A2 you call a factory na a agri feeder who do all produce for poultry at a price
very reduced.
Affordable. Poultry production cost no akofom because of my Oba Africa Ghana ye come manya a winam per capita unim say bit say Nigeria 3 kilos per year, but Ghana average Ghanaian consumes 14 kilograms of poultry a year. It is a consumption of poultry huge. Of course. And interestingly and sadly enough, poultry consumption a Ghana no wouldn't say the produce of Ghana are just 5%, exactly. Not even up to 10%. Exactly. And we spend in excess of $400 million again importing poultry. Yeah, consumption compared to Nigeria. Nigeria on the average 3 kilos a year per person, but they have 14. And the poultry products are so crucial for your food security, but only 5%. And the abandon share out de Eureka Poku Atuano say ye beshe ama poultry production ya pajam A2 steps are what taking no here say aban ebeboa ye visite hoda production a oye wo ho enya de ketwa aban no nkukọ nkete as say ya sha ase this month next month July ye be extend akwa the places no mine say ye de nkukọ no ko e de feed ka ho na by August as the honorable agriculture minister explained aban no ebe ma big companies no monso into poultry production no selecting some of them about 20 bemo be 80,000 at the feed account. And by next year we are expecting to significantly increase your production of poultry products and drastically reduce importation of products into the country. I have been making a lot of savings. When I listened to his press conference, media engagement, stakeholder engagement, town hall meeting, of course, of Mechelen, I was amazed. Ideas are a good format, what's implementation I say across the country. And you agree, say your first quarter economy now bounce on it was attributed mainly to agri sector, rebound in agri sector. And we need to commend Honorable Eric Opoku Adwuma pa oye with a Greek ye gold board mo ensensem na ye sika seb no ejina Ghana will be a better place in the coming years. Enti Eric Opoku mebo na ba so na de ama aya mani je ni nyuma ho ne se baby am free no a Greek is the main source of employment for many of them. And tomato, or my, let me say this, ye young quarano. Na jene ne importem, uhunu dying, kama biya na ye kuku ya nibi diye. Ebedru baby, uhunu dying kama air spring up areas and ye bogus a webruchiri. But I can tell you, in the last 2 years, uhu at danya kesia, air spring up na ye tomato farmers. And ACC are dying. So wow. It's a huge area, and I'm very happy. Say yeah, factory we need to increase production to feed the factory near and indirectly, factory nankasa directly can also employ over 200 at a go and outgrow as a monso ba those in the distribution chain near there huge for Brikun West. It was very exciting weekend at Brikun West, and I thank Honorable Erikopoku for the various interventions, the initiatives for the Aba agri sector.
Super. Brikun West, Brikuma, just give me a call. 0302 211 701 0302 701 4. Now, yeah, have this conversation. They say, you know, maybe we need to help ourselves, and then our ideas be we are member of parliament. I can say we because also a certain issue be and our suggestion be we just say baby sing to be aba. Hono show ye beti ma money in our constituency. It's important so but you put in you cast against any back for it. So let's have a conversation. You need come on 0302 211 701 4. That be Kama Brikun West. Potential say apart from tomato factory a certain app no any tomato ejuma abaye akono no. What are some other areas that you think that our member of parliament can really take a look at and take a bite on that too? And that's a show for him. The Bekwa Kujina Pandai, my mono wasem, was in Kema Techima, Embranza, na Waba. It's no, Mintimin can say because Techima did by Regina, by a mobile adagie anyhow. Intiminim say, Omo calendar no, yet the Techima, the any ba, and Sana Modiana ba. And I'm more than a bar and not a chima calendar. Whichever bar there is a bar. It also goes away encourage a crowd for. Good.
I think say Oma Hene, Mamincha Panda for Mutime. Namatia Adom TV for. When you say more station where there is second to none.
Yeah.
And BBI TMO. I think that Neminu and Kai, and I'm Brikun for. I think I have never been there before. But be a minion call in the Brikun area.
Honorable, one weekend.
I've never been there. But I'm told say a very nice, beautiful place. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
One say, as a nation, no. Say a so agric mu yeah. How half a twaka.
Say so
queer mu Nebe yokuya yi na ede sabe sika ahyekuya yomu a ya how bebre eso betwa because free ya nananom mreso read every book on beka chro say the backbone of yen economy as a nation no is on the agri sector.
Okay, you need to park in enough your on common so I put say hello, Apom to say. Hello, Apom to say.
Apom Boko.
Now, Patos, well, I'm not here for saying.
To park, Sunya Brikun.
Hey, India him for any.
Apom Boko to park Mikazafi Brikun.
To what, you know, more one a motive Brikuma, more promote to America. Udimpa the same. I'm interested in this. You know, Tupac.
Stuttgart, Madame Fupa.
Wadaroma, meaning says Stuttgart. Now, Stuttgart, why not? Brekum Krone or one age Stuttgart, MPP, NDC, CPP. Me say, I'm about to try, Udin the same in Petupac, Udin the same, Brekum need this year. Udin the same. How can you fracture nowadays? We are losing our identity. And I've been speaking to these things.
But you know that
maybe I'm from a Kwabena Santi, aka Tupac. You know, that's that who.
No, Auntie.
Yeah. George is what to say. George, what to say? George, what you mean? Hello, George. Okay, George, you should how manage to trade with you. Remember,
yes. Just like I was saying, say, ya mayani cock, we are your one. Ya house so be brave, so betty. in a sense that from time a nyina ye go school ye sua de on be ka kire say oh agric is the backbone of the economy. Agric is the backbone. Agric employs the largest. Enti deliberately no say you take agriculture as our main focal pointer. As a nation, will go very far.
That's
the problem.
Me Benjamin so ba Ben apom say.
No so.
Oh, you know the bibia na me kwasi o ka se free.
Me ka sa free.
Brekum yetiu.
Mpacho akwan no ho akwan no enye kra.
Okay.
Simply for eso machine no mbwen.
Okay, akwan na mu de won, akwan na mu de won.
Oh, oko brekum hon baby a.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
that's it. Yeah, that's it. George, Kwezi, o voice you wait to the Acapella group no. Now what you want to do come. Ketri, Marcia Pom to say. Hello, Ketri. What are my Ketri with you?
But now to
Hey, Honorable Stuga. Can't say what this year's a moment. What
was it?
I don't know, only may harm you. And then I would tell Mamupa, what are my country? Tupac Asaba. Tupac. Hello, Tupac. Now, Tigana TV is able to pack. Hey,
from Asmatalia, Makontana to
Mentio Tupac, we already did you. Pato kasa
Asmatalia
Asma Salia. Ah, edi papa say wona wa go ba. Okay, what are Robert you? Yes, sir.
Yeah, me MPP me. Ba Stuga de Makonta me bona baso. Ama tara bo honorable Eko Popo abaso. Na mestre say Gigi to Sam Papa no. Sugar the man and impossible finding your proper. Me, mammy, and she mestre. Tomatoes partly no. Woman and inquire because woman and equal one. No, and half. You betty impossible for your mind.
Good.
Good. No, what you
good.
What do you cry my to say?
Very important. Sure, I do a few years and come in here. Yes, yeah, George, but you gold board free ho, a Greek free ho, Stugan free ho. Now be jam na ko side say the one
I be free.
And that's it you honorable. Hey, radio tino. Okay, yen fancy in chaso. Pamcho next time mo ambunya sa kwanya we no madar mamuntimo. It just because a lot of people don't come to Makaza, but we na delay. After you panda in
senior. No. I think say medawase for opportunity say improve for enya akwanya. Gene sampa strategic road fatenta hon free huge hub for tomato production. E hona kwan no fa. Na Nyankopon Adom may receive urgent question of floor of parliament. Emma minister be respondo ye. Minister no ba Emma menano ko sampa.
Okay.
Last week in parliament or assure me say kwan no o money contractor dinkuta ho a enche obeko kwan no so akoye kwan no. Minua MP4 German no sampa. They receive similar question and the response is the same. So I'm very confident.
Could training patasi also.
One is in fact generally on my brekum both east and west. Especially east Chrome town road here and Yakura, but west Nyankopon Adom se sia ye ka say enkutahudie bebre koso ye focus ye farm routes no.
Okay, so you
thank you so much
right.
For the opportunity.
Yes, just like Nana Mekan. Say Abeno ana Ghana as a nation, yama yadwin ko kuyayo ho a chese mfaso die wo so no dooso because babia ni oman yi mu ha obekwa oman hene kuyayo enya de a eda omakoma so. Everybody is concerned, just like ono kan tomato production in ono area no. O fact man I say we can still do tomatoes. But basically, no, enam say, enye so develop towards that, you know. Root crops no na ye need home. Because be abeko kwanda be abeka chro say, look, you do body eh. Oka cho be onyi ani. Udu abek kwanda eh. Obi ka cho hunya, udu abanche kwanda eh. Ena which say bayra ne de. Ye need teach man for na e den. Ena ye pre ho. And you know, the prospects there are just too much. And you know, I want to encourage Eric. Eric, Madam, is one of the few guys. Yes, he's one of my good friend. Madam, who want to Ubo media, Abakacho so media, me a special man. The fact say, Yamaya Green Koson is one of the reasons why unemployment are dorsal.
You see, all to the local. Yema kuyayo nya attractive.
Exactly.
Yema sika MP ho. Abana chesika kwa na. O de hwesika ko kuyayo. Na hwa ahokeka amaburu no yedi wura kuyayo. Yeah,
ama unemployment now is very high. Basically no, say enke itimi so agric mu year. Graduates be brave. They will go there because
na minchwa no baby am o kas baby am here adwuma jefamko. Ya twetwe ani su ona awie school pon ana eye kuyawo. Me tonam die minim nantwie minim akokɔ enti de bia da me hu se motiase ana maka asem ba ko ye betima ma akokɔ ayayaye ho adwuma dodo na Boris B or Akati Farms Dako Farms Infun Farms Boboila project am sha ase no ye betima supply or mine reasonably
and even export and we can even export in a sense that is it the danger of unemployment youth unemployment is very high and we are sitting on a time bomb. But unfortunately, yenya as a nation no deliberately who say the best way to go is to let the youth understand say opportunities to at the agric sector. And you are setting the people up and providing a market. Look, one thing will be setting Nipa up. One thing will be providing market. Say tomatoes are somewhere okay. If unfortunately you tomatoes.
Momo jeni where the Africa limited now.
Where the Africa, yeah.
No. And then how was it? You know that me call for here Juma ho. Yeah. Yes, I'm cousin of
where the Africa. Yeah.
Where the Africa.
Yeah. So you see how important the agric sector is.
Brekum,
yeah.
That's how important agric is. Inti say yan hwe ni na yan nye deliberate investment.
Na mo shase.
O say no ma shase.
In fact.
I'm surprised.
There is we na o ma say na ma the product. But if you go to Brown and Hafu those days.
Oh, but I buy pumpy energy go up.
Now with the coastal area now, I think that the prospects in tomatoes and everything, all those areas, you know, some are trying to teach me for almost 7 years.
Oh, okay.
So I know that besides that this brekunoma may manko. But like I said, it is so important that we focus and redirect.
Yeah, you're changing your conversation. Join us now. The ability to make the NTS part of it.
Yes.
It's important.
Yes, you create enabling environment and create pricing and making sure that at the end of the day there is a market.
And you know, as I say, you may be a but you do cry on come a jai a manual because it will help us.
Yes,
the reason why I saw the passion casa I want to say me. Yakofa nkoko free farms a me yetwetwa wi me maso abia egu ye kema me de consori kwesera no. And some people will see me and say and you pa anywhere we na wo no.
Oh yeah. Yes.
That's the pain.
Yes.
We need to be conscious about changing that narrative.
But my US farmers in the billionaires.
Your so-called pickups. It's for farmers outside the country. How can we also get that mentality? Because we are per se or hit it time. So as no only could them know. Intim pamcho utie na o sha. Ene de bi mato wo pese oye kuadwuma na mo nneoma ba komienu bi akoya akonsi fatu dwa because ye di nkomo we na na panyimpa bi e de adwuma wo mu no e won nkomo de abrem se because me na nante sa wonim se they be obrem tomatoes ma marketing for
it's from Brekum West.
Marketing West.
Yes.
Mr. Kuayo key.
Yes.
Let me tell you one thing. Your farmers wo Brekum West how number 1.
access to funds.
Sika ibinya.
Say omo BECE at the interest rate of about 25-30 money at the end and say about from kakra somewhere borrowing at 35%, 40%. E di obewie tomatoes na asanyako. In fact, about 2 seasons ago, ensuo no di hwammo ama bi mukure adwane because omuntumi ntu ya bank.
Okay, na offer go my
share funds. Interest number rate number 1 funds unsi hono e ketewa bi offer go my share e boa that direction a
offer go my share
yeah no
na ohoye
basho ohoye papa na also
oh nyame adom bibia na me kwa so kwa yo nkomo na odi ba na
basho
wada ma iti
the papa nani mi bekunfo na ba frɛ ni nyina ba fe bekunfo asa betin kasa no yo kaya manije ye biti bekun na da no ho America no
okay
ala ba frɛ tiktok on kan ye bi no ho namon na kwata ma wonne se ye ko sukuu nyina no ba ma ti ase se kuya yo no kra na ye bibia na akoye punishment. Enti America sana say why bone na why dey na fe dey be ko twado na mo tena we school no ka sabe kuya what do you say enya adwuma papa obeye yegina bedi hu dance including honorable commercial otiosis here the papa kuya ni kuya na never dey school ko scan ya dey ko school ya dey bibia ma ya beduru dia e only enti media ne makan sa bambia beba kura na abiana magusu bia no baka sa abananye deda ya na Ghana ha nyina ya kom abrochire so ho a dia bedi enya haw ya wazu solutions wo ho a unne abiane di kura no ko ho a etimo abiane ne obedi ane ne odebaba fia obaba bedi e wo ho so bi sa say nipa do me ebe kuya no abrochire about 30% of population no South America na be kuya fo so abiane so di ma ba di ba Africa ha me nyina enya bidi nti aba na asusan say no de ntime nyo bi o ha nipa me nsafa ya tua Ghana ha ntime feed ye won fa bi so nkwa ma na anti esra pa say o man din tin se kuya de o ya de papa say Ghana ni bia tindu hu him associations the India biane babes jina train stations in ade aba pa cha se kokko dibidi me am no waka say ma hu bi bebiri ne ni ne me kan o nya ne ma che ne me kan ne ni jina train station one time now ma me abro bi ba me nche na nka sa me nya aduma restaurant nti me mpe ma me se nya ni pa ma be ni kokko dibi na di ne ma me mpe aya mfadi akwa sa me makwa ko jina ho sa me ko je sa na ni pa fro so ya ne After in Ghana had there, gentlemen, you and feed you, and you be me, and for being covered you from quarter and this can come.
You made my day. You made my day.
And the crown Metiasi, Yakwana Obrukuno. On a walk a horse and the by here pa. Okay. The Kundo Droboquano. Okay. Quambio had in a pa. Okay. Then we have the Kumfor Mokasa. One cup Yakasano. Good.
Good. Good. But that's a part.
Oh, money.
Oh, when you
watch. Good. Oh, mine said the animal no gusu American. Brikun West. Ana in Ghana in general. Me farm ho specifically. Me share farmers na. Concerns yet 3 pe sika ho asem. Se yenya bosin a ho nsi ho wo forma we are good to go na ye farm road de nyankopon adom me an DC afa to ye ho so se drip machines no ba ye ho nhihye ya enchere ye de beko ye starting use ye kura no enra ya ye meeting akopem fidie se farm road no ye starting clear edi yenya sika nsi ho wo form na yakware no yetum twitwa so kama ma ne kɔba bi a kuya ye ho adwuma na fei nsuo sese ya tena se within next month ya bohos ye betu mako du ye guso nso a ye ne NGOs ahodo epe bia ba be ka ho eti yetumi tutu nsuo no wo ba bia be ye kuya na fei ba bia tomato akuyafo a converge bebre ba bi wo ho a ye ntumi nyo irrigation na yetumi twa dam ho de ye nya yi twa excavator twa mana no to ho nsuo to na etema afebo pebre kura no yetim twesa
yafa George
we mu nyina ya nhihye ya yetim di gu akwari ma kuyadwuma no
to make kuyayo very attractive. Yeah. Of course, you have to be interested. George Martin.
Yeah. Oyene.
Wadaro mamiti o.
Omayene, and the topic na more reason that's why many ajepa simply because make us a free job also.
Okay.
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 Next honorable Kabram Takando, I'm happy Father's Day. And honorable Alex Ampabe, former deputy finance minister, on the Subabio Bia Mechiano. Now, Oman Quiano, ye youth, ye per se ye queer. Na, Sabi, Omama says ye queer now, quack ye beer and woho. Especially the say, Western of Obanka Quiano. And no ye ya date tupa and so mine omo mo akua no ndiama wo ye youth kura na ye kura na ko show ba bi kura na wo se ne peda wo biza we kura na wo ye na president we kura ni pe on plan hey but asempa o ye galam se dia
aso gaso ye galam se
o ye galam se dia che se utugo
edam soko okay, but yeah. Bayani.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Good. Yes. Yeah, cool. Yeah. It's very, very true. I tell you. Besremo ye bana ye besremo waremo a ye ka se ye kuafo amunyi yanti friend ya utwa to match apom ti say hello match apom ti say hey what was the kuasem no create attentra ako and the mindset of even parents bi no mo you know
on ba ba ma ware no
wan na ye nyina ya sha se e ka no wan kuya ya de a ska wumpa
papa
o ma hene even one more omaji mre at this time omu okuyamu no omu ska I will not lie to you. It's just that on my no ankasa no ya nhye da ma ya ni anko deliberately. Nye say ba agric ministry ni ho e wo ho sa policies be beba like on akoko nketenkete a waka wan asemi planting for food and jobs, all those things in ebeba, but the deliberate policy say we will catch them young from the universities. Deliberately. Na ya introduce yomo. Na ya support yomo. You see, enya say you be man nipa ni scan kwa. No, if you do that, e bi mu kra no at the end of the day no. Ome say scan. 1 minute scan, what guide no. What provide land. Nipa ni ye adwuma no. Omo amaye ready say ombeto sa ndoma na o produce no e wo ho. Nti nipa no fa through the chain na there is no stress. Oh. But say nipa no minister wa ye adwuma no watumi ado if you ntosi ye wado agu ho. Ntosi na proi. One na
another security. You do na so ye ntosi tachima.
One na eto.
Apro say na from do say go tibusi anko.
One na eto. Nipa na do ba yere okwandai. Wa hihye ba yere ne papa. Sesi ya loan na akwaje no. Ba yere na wo ton no okwandai ho no. Onye obi ma no nto.
Abonusu.
Busia
na be ne ka.
Busia na be ne ka.
O tete ha.
It should be a deliberate effort. Say from point 1, point 2, point 3. Nti nipa na wo no ye involved no. There should not be any point and nipa na be struggle.
O me nko fa Ghana food distribution bre. One na ma me ye you are guaranteed that.
You are guaranteed. Even production to feed even the secondary schools alone.
Yeah.
It's enough. Me na me catch you be say look. say Gary processing factory ewo man deliberately to produce Gary and distribute it for the whole secondary schools training colleges now ewo man they cannot even produce. But what are we doing? Abro, what are we doing? All these things we export them. Even tomatoes here all kind of France and Brekumi. Say you buy tomatoes kwana ya chame schools no. They cannot even supply. They cannot supply.
The same thing like enam. Pressure to be buy so. Major hotels too per chunk.
Exactly. Yeah. Even the hotels are not even packed.
What can you say?
You can't produce.
You
can't supply. And you know, as for agric, it is something that say any government be back no ya na adwen say me the policy deliberately me the just even 10 or some percentage of budget and the agric dedicated for agriculture youth unemployment and should be perform.
All right, we'll go for the yeah, call for an academy also.
Quick one. Interventions are honorable Kupokudia ba mani agye ho say you call ministry wa ye wo Feed Ghana coordinator in charge of institutions.
Okay.
Yeah, Kasai prison service. Abina support to omo ye 100 acres. And we are near omo be feed inmates.
So good.
And not than China secondary schools. Who do I work Ghana nyina no? Abina provide support. Fee Farmers Day no. Ye be award the best institution second cycle in terms of farming. Said ye be ya mbetumi adua nnuane na enkwara no feeding. Ye fa na secondary school. Buying support na atumi ye poultry. Imagine say bia Sunday bia enkwara no be wen kuko. Wednesday bia kosua eka wadua na ho. And government is promoting all this under the leadership of Honorable Erikokunti. These interventions meaning say by next year you better have a review no. Now I yield you a lot of positive returns.
All right, so we are going for this break. But Mamenka say your Malta Guinness is important. That you are good to go and pay good to go. Vitamins B, Ashebuma, the here can say Ashensudia Famono, proudly made in Ghana. So Ashensudia, whether the can or the bottle, Shannon so say no from Malta Guinness. So important. We move. Yako break about. Yaba better in common. On our TV, multi TV, so paying for and say. Honorable a chair, a one, says honorable a match in Dam Swan, Brekum West and Pandai, respectfully. I didn't come out the door now, so I catch us any uncommon Kujina a year, Kuya. Unfortunately, it BECE Hanum say, Naya Pebre Papa and Casa, a bed Dawson ye, Nipado Dona, so the text messages about tomato farming, or more than once about a binus raising poultry at Diania, neighboring. Maybe I know fully a conversation. Honorable Stuart Tina say, okay, say, a Jumakubi Abba almost so say, in Yania, I did feed poultry, no, and wholesome a bit me above from. Maybe that forum will have all those conversations. It will also raise issues about Nkrumah and a say, Nkrumah.
It's another lucrative thing.
Demand for Nkrumah.
So we wrap up. Remember, we have 5 minutes. The idea will come out about Ghana, about governance, about the position, about BB and personal account. Just 5 minutes. Whatever. I was still got. Maybe we are across our machine. We jump on the we are across our machine. Maybe idea will come out. We can share and then.
On my media Greek issues to China. Enra Supreme Court judges are President Mahama nominate omo ma Council of State ebobo ho eji omo tumu no appointment committee ehye omo dwumadi ase enra na dia me pese me ka ho asem clarify o hwe social media ne ade bi ka se 7 judges aban no nominate omo no say or park bench no na me say me disabuse the minds of the people say uhwe nipa President Mahama oman wabo omudina omu ye nipa omu asoma wo appeal court acheye in fact all the 7 uhwe or more service on the bench. We at na bench over 30 years. 30 good years, rising from magistrate court, district court, aba high court, aba appeal court, at na appeal court for over 6 years. The antenna say any pano okosom e Supreme Court enye na nra said the justice say Daniel Dominic J na yewura jama fremu nyina na omo ka ekirechire nsem ye hunu say wo hwe backlog of cases egu ho a ebe kura nka Supreme Court no ye benya ne fa bi ebe handle issues the northern part of Ghana. They said they America every state the apex court and sana about the federal Supreme Court na 9 justices no. But Ghana ha every single constitutional case interpretation about one court. Ama case ko di Supreme Court wa ebitumi di be 2-3 years na yentumi enka ho asem. The justices are yabo mudini no. Ohia justice said Daniel J oman Supreme Court appeals court nkwa watena for almost 16 years. Oko African court or ye judge wo. In fact, International Criminal Court ICC is a member of the 9-member advisory committee in this way, and he's taught law both in Ghana and outside over the years. And he onya akwanya the knowledge expertise ebe kan Supreme Court ho a ebe boa amayetumi adjudicate your cases faster than we have. And my very good friend Jamafe or my unim because of sports 80 million were a lot of encounters, especially after 2014 World Cup. One hour commission of inquiry sittings, you would have loved him. And also Uche Ghana ha judges I were peace court no more representing a peace court judges cry judicial council. Since 2010, no ko appeals court watena ho for 16 good years, 15 good years. Or that's what appeals court. E decide people we say President Ba no ka say oye manon kwa na enye packing of the court. O show mo didi ho nyina na de me fe eye say o sign balance ye. Bi te say ye maame eye Janapare. For instance, obeka say oye bia o fa judges na oh yes, you female affirmative action, female, but that is not the case. It's not only balancing the female act, but competent women. Some in particular, since 2019, is being on the bench at the appeals court, and the track record over 30 years. Our bench, the DNA or starting from the lowest as magistrate court judge, be district court judge, be high court judge. Aba appeals court enti yepe oba amono nso akọ Supreme Court anya oba per se yepe omo dia she qualifies in every aspect enti yebesre se vet na ekoso no have a lot of revelations, interesting ones of course, and you love Jamafe unim the forthrightness kwanya of us who approach issues justice said Daniel Dominic J omo baye. It was very well. And then you hear him say beto aso and then ochina me free her. E call Adom FM we are me call a appointment committee as a member of parliament. You can go and sit in our committee, and I will enjoy the vetting. So I think say your justice system and ye depend ama Supreme Court workload etumi akọ anim. And I expect some of these revelations are by recommendations will be taken on board. For instance, on my one Justice Jamafe Eka said the cases check a see pa said judges everything and judgment you have to write draft in pen and sana type. So he recommended for technology where deliberations are course with AI now ye transcribe oral submissions into West. Into as in now all deliberations report on but you just go to and sign a best expedite a year delivery of justice in Ghana. So
that's a fantastic point.
Yeah, these are some of good recommendations. I'm before say the year Juma a beboa ama your justice system no atumi akọ. So you say justice delayed or my look at cases are etumi memfa me ame papa opuni for almost 8 years na ojina court nti ewie na ya kwente no mano kwa benefit ben obenya free. Even if you are compensated in monetary terms, that cannot compensate you for inconvenience. 8 years, wakom, and several other cases. Several cases, the land litigation minimum be the other court over 20 years. Na Orlando will litigate in any panel. The obedia the no, so besanya be na litigation. Koso. Enti yebenya kwan bia ebema justice delivery no aye swift, not to compromise with our fairness, but ebetumi aye swift. Until judge ba recommend say only ebenya kura nka ye twa time atoso say criminal case should be dispatched within maybe 3 months, 6 months. So you deal with it. Civil case your time frame. But ni nyina also depending on reforms. Any personnel because you need the manpower, you need the technology to fast track the dispensation of justice in Ghana. So it's a good time for us, and I will be in the committee sitting to enjoy deliberations.
Well, Mathieu, minuana kakrabi na me de besoso edefa me ba ne de so, but I just want to use this opportunity. Yeko show binana yeka about examination malpractices. And what are the causes of some of these malpractices in Kwalai at this tender age?
In fact, if you read the Daily Graphic front page, you'll say so. Teachers aiding candidates to cheat in BECE.
Hona me ka say ehume hia say awofo no o mefa omommofra no adesua no seriously. Sabi obi wo kra na unko school unum krata but oba school making sure say obe catch and say ade na wunsua de ali that alone no obe say oba neti book no ho wunsua de kra na okura book no kra wo hope so eden wunsua de. And secondly a teacher for no so no I have read omo code of conduct be an code of ethics be omo atro me feel say it has weakened discipline in the school. Intino, Aruna should look at it. The Minister of Education should look at that.
Do you agree why I said the resetting agenda
should look at it very well?
Continues to be the best but for a certain distraction, we are about
yes.
We need to reset every facet of our life.
Yes.
Education, farming, health, everywhere.
Everything.
You know.
But I agree with you, but I always tell you that it's not all resetting that are positive. I believe that the positive one we should be looking at.
Because omunya on the right with the reset, but distraction me.
Yes.
I
believe that because discipline is so important, and when there is indiscipline, nothing goes right. Nothing goes right. You know, most of your schools, so no the weakness of teachers, are not indiscipline so high. But me and can send me brain and I'm a person who say, so Obiba President Biba no appointed 4 Supreme Court judges. Now, more accusation is we're packing bench now. Do you think that if you come and you appoint 7 additional
super packing?
Senators, what do you think they should tell you?
Super packing.
Oh, phone, one money a womb, and never anywhere we see can we were qualified, we were qualified. 4 by any day, 4 by any day. Now, President Hankasa today was your party Supreme Court. Now, no by what for the past 7, and you are worried. You see, me, when it comes to justice system, look, politicians should be the last people to be interfering. Because me, in the sense that Bibi2 says here, wouldn't be obeko. Me Bibi to me, meko. So why do we want to politicize it? Look, about the Obia to be Supreme Court judges here, my friend. It is possible, say, Nemo case bakrana obebuetia. It has happened to MPP. Why do you think that it won't happen to NDC? And you know, we should be very careful the commentary we ran before and the commentary we are running today. If 4 was packed and you think 7 is not packed, then I don't know.
7 you're competent.
Well, I don't know. And they say, they are the best judges. So some of these things, we should be very careful.
I think what we should prescribe. And
very careful.
Yeah, political space,
Yes.
In dealing with certain communications and utterances, a bit careful. Because today, ya no be ye ka
yes
nti wo ya se wo measure se bi na wo say
yes
se na no da na enan ye dia
yes
enan ye si yakọ park court
yes
ena se nso no
de mom ye nka so wa park ma ye nka sa because ye ka sa
based on competence so ye based on competence
but man no to be very fair enya na yo o kana na do 8 years gboma
say anya no fum so anya na na fum so say
no how many
na ba ye na ka fu ayi
the argument you know
yes
and ye ko yanimi
yes
sebe chokroba be da
obviously yes
exactly
that is different but this one at a go is he replacing somebody
chokro kakra
but me I don't even want to question it me no I won't question it but on lamentation now no lamenting no so amanfo e kasa
but don't forget that
and me responding
don't forget that me see you advocates for less propaganda and realities.
Exactly, that's what I'm doing.
One of the things that I say MY political communication, INDC, was the Russia Ukraine. What is happening now? Oh, na
me say Ezra enko go tutu e wa Iran. I mean kayo. Who said that? No. Asma kai no amahene. Mpa bo ayebo Israel kwa na yebo mpa da bia.
Open a chapter where
yes.
O man no ho dadwene e be ye nyina ye dadwene. Na ye jai ensem bia yakeka amo o man no realities no for now
can maintain asio
oh better what you say
no maintain I don't if I understand I understand you can say na me no can say
oh my
Israel any Iran any eko Ghana dey ye ho so ye ni problem oh how me na ho to me na o man mu ha
oh my
hey me no
oh my senior 30 seconds issue they say oh my issue now Russia Ukraine NDC as a political party from President Mahama, these senior officials will be anywhere. Okay, say any impact for Ghana. Look, the position of the current one of the factors. Oh. Mr. Sole factor. That is the difference. It was one of the. It was one of the many factors. But that is the sole factor. But my message, I'm school now.
Oh, we sure more.
Number 0541 956 ***. You are the winner. So you have from Enchibia.
And every Omunka Arabic.
Okay.
China Arabic. But for Brikun West.
Okay.
Intro Arabic. Ne any final paper.
Okay.
Paying for in fact I took time off. Echo Shiobo at the assembly. Spoke to them, motivated them. And ne mean to me enquire the time because I will be in parliament. But I'm paying for will be there. They will receive them. Come on. Now ya wish you all the best. While waiting for their result. The MS Rom wanna say and no more we no. And you are just around 15, 16 years. Will be anywhere JHS over 16 years. Enti dance payi ni ade no ahwe omon stay quiet na awofo be bibi kakra de amomo a omon tena fie emmom paye se de omo atworo no nyankopon beto nsu papa aguso na result no eba ebetumi aye good result ama omotumi akọ secondary school.
Well, I think that Enwana Mekana ma wishing Kwalano. Although ene dudona bewie. Omoba outi. Awofo no omo money nkomo.
Okay.
Because enya dey omesa go school for some time.
Okay.
Omo ne omo na betina. Omo making sure say Nkwalano brana omba bebo no omebo brapa especially emano.
Okay.
Say be ya omo placement ba Nkwalano betimi anye school aye ako. Yes, our placement beba na was school no anya dey.
Thank you so much. Bye.